We've returned now, guys, with the Fisher Random Free Lives Chess. And we're using the leechess.org, game number one. A couple of, well, actually, just Magnus 1 versus Nordibek. Now we got 4 more live games going on. Again, I'll need to have a look quickly to other tabs and stuff. We should be live on TikTok as well. Facebook, kick.com, YouTube. There's another one, Twitch. Yeah, they're all the same to me. They don't mean nothing, I guess. Okay. As you guys know, we're not going to be using, during the moves and the live games, we're not going to be entertaining the software. We'll try to think ourselves. And then we'll check with the AI if our ideas were correct. So, what have we got in here? Ali Reza White, Vincent Keimer with black. What do you think is better and why? That's quite a few tactics here. Quite a few tactics. There's just also something a little bit weird about the rook on b1. Oh, right. Wait a minute. Oh, they play freestyle chess. I was wondering in what world Alireza would have the rook on b1 and king on c1. But they play the freestyle chess, so that means there's no preparation and pieces on the back rank had been shuffled randomly. So yeah, that's the explanation for the weirdness of the current position. Black's turn to play, by the way, and that's a check. So very likely knight will be, no, you can't take it because the queen defends it, right? So you move this guy then. Or maybe you reckon, guys, wait a minute, there's other ideas. If you take with black, just saying, so if Vincent were to capture the knight, and if you take back, say, it looks to me there is also queen able to take this guy. I mean, just a random idea. It's very complicated and incredibly tactical. Let me look at the pawns as well. 5 white pawns. One guy here, but it's not a pass pawn. 4 plus, yeah, 5. Everyone, okay, 5 white pawns, 5 black pawns here. And very tactical, very tactical. I could say I'm not comfortable with the white king on c1. If I were Ali Reza here, I'm not comfortable with the king. Perhaps he can castle. They play Fisher Random, so you could still do the castling though. So the king on c1 is not looking good. You need to have the rook actively doing something. So probably castling required here. Probably castling required. So, okay. Yeah. You can follow me, guys, on TikTok or YouTube. Subscribe and please, that would be good. Or whatever the platform is you're visiting the stream now. I'm trying to do a live coverage for the Freestyle Chess or Fisher Random or 960, or we can make up any names we want. We can come up with any names. Okay, shall we go to Nakamura here? Nakamura being black and Javokir playing for Uzbekistan, Sindarov Javokir. Apologies for mispronunciation if there were any. White to play. No, Blackstone, apologies. Blackstone, and this guy is hanging. That might be an issue. Okay, what are we missing on here? There's a thing with that pin knight. I guess you have to play this kind of thing, like rook to g8. What do you think, guys? Honestly, do you think rook g8 would be a thing? By the way, how did I name the stream today? Did I put Lee Chess in the title or something? I hope I did. Did I? I hope it's not the other platform. Well, if I've done it, heck, I've done it. I hope I put leechess.org on this one, because I'm alternating and it's possible sometimes to just mix them up myself and things. Well, okay. So black to play. And that's a pin. I mean, you could take also, but white takes, and you allow them to having the e file, and then you have to play the knight anyway. So I'm not sure. Perhaps rook g8. Perhaps rook g8. You're giving up on the e file regardless if you were to do that. Quickly to Gukesh, the current World Chess Champion, versus Fabiano Caruana. All the chess players, all enthusiasts out there are very much familiar with these names. They're super strong players. Now we enjoy watching them playing, producing a very, very good chess. Best chess on the planet. In the freestyle, fish random. Great. f6, last move Fabi played. No, apologies. White played f6. Now, what should black do? Again, white can castle, I think. Yeah, but if you castle, this guy is hanging, right? So you can't really. You gotta play this, but then you're weakening all the dark squares. So that's not very good. Alright, connecting the two black rooks. No reaction about the f6 pawn being pushed. Okay, what's white gonna do? There's a bit of a problem here with that pawn. I mean, you can't castle the king, that's what I mean. What are you supposed to play? Would you get the rook on the same file with the black queen? I mean, that springs to mind. Maybe looks as something threatening. Maybe no, you can't go with the bishop. There is a knight there. But rook ef1, you guys think that it might be employable here for white. Rook ef1. Put the rook where the queen is. And let black decide if they want to take on f6 or not. And if they take, probably you could take back with a knight, I guess. I don't think it's that bad. Other than that, quite complicated. Quite complicated. Still in full swing here. I think they started as a rapid, right? So, the Magnus Abdustorov they already drew. Let's go to Levon and Fedoseev. Levon and Fedoseev here. Whose turn is it? Black's. Okay. Hey, there is a thing here. And that's a pass pawn. Oh my lord. Is Levon actually winning this? Sorry, let me look at the pieces. Knight, rook. Oh my god. Gee, white is winning, right? Well, okay, the queens are on pre. Yeah, white is winning. He just resigned. Vladimir Fedoseev just resigned. Playing for Slovenia. He just resigned. So the idea would be if queen takes, rook takes, the black rook, knight is pinned, mind you. Knight is pinned. Then queen has to go back quickly to defend this guy somehow. But how do you defend the knight? You probably need to go here. Okay. But then you can get maybe the other rook. And I mean, this is just going down very quickly. That's phenomenal. Okay. Nice win for Levon. I guess that's the right way. If queen takes, rook takes, knight pinned, you can't do any checks with the black queen here. And also there is the super passed pawn. And black knight is pinned. And there is another rook ready to do stuff. My days. Beautiful. So Levon won with white here. So now we're going to be perusing through the first three boards. That is Alireza Vincent. What happened here? So they took the bishop, knight went back. Okay, that's that will take a while to play, clarify a bit more. Black's to play. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the white rook on b1 doesn't exist. You can, you know, as they say, you can throw it out the window. Okay, let's finish this black tea. Yeah, probably another one needed, or 3 more needed. Who knows? We'll see. Getting the black knight in action, right in the middle of the board. What does he want to do? Well, you got the f4 for a starter. So you can stick a knight You can get that knight on f4, probably the same knight on the 5th rank or the one on the 6th. Well, we can debate on that. We can debate on that. Is there anything else? It looks to me there's a lot of happening here. But I guess the last move, knight b6 to d5, allows any of the two black knights to get to f4 at some point. We'll see about that. Whites to play. Gee, there's so many things to look at. I mean, this rook on b1 is horrible. How do you play with the rook on b1? I mean, you play, but you suffer a good bit. Probably you do. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, thanks for following. Do follow please or subscribe, dependable on the platform. I'm multi-broadcasting, so yeah. So yeah, get your tea, get your coffee for the Sunday. Quick chess here, Jonathan. Yeah, live covering this event for a while. Just the last half an hour, 45 minutes, I don't know, until they finish the quarterfinals of the Fischer Random. White to play. This f4 square is quite important, and it's very heavily guarded by the black knights. You can't do any checks, any nothing because of the knights. So I think I'd rather have maybe black here, unless I'm missing some deadly tactics. Well, look, I think I would go with black pieces here. Rooks are connected. 3 minor pieces in the center, you can, And the main problem for white, I think, is the rook b1's inability to do anything currently. That rook really doesn't exist. It's one of those rooks that exists just on the paper, if we may say that. So rook on b1 literally doesn't exist from a practical point of view. So that's probably one of those examples when you're having a piece, you can record you're having a piece, but at the same time, that rook literally does not do anything. Yeah, we could say it's even, it's worse than a pawn. Yeah, it doesn't do nothing. It's on the wrong side of the history. The rook b1 is on the wrong side of the board. It just does not exist. Worse than a pawn. At least the pawn would defend something. I mean, I can't look at that rook without feeling a little bit of discomfort. I would imagine for Alireza is even worse. Okay, Hikaru and Javokir. Let's move to the second board now. In the Freestyle Chess or Fischer Random or 960 or whatever the name you prefer the most. That's a nice one. Makes a lot of sense. Outpost, beautiful. Covering the e6. One more time. Perhaps you want to play it yourself. I'm not sure. There is also check here. I think I'd have white here. Let me look at the pieces. 3 minor pieces, rook. 3 minor pieces, rook. There is a passed pawn on the g file for black. There is a passed pawn. That guy should be something. I guess amongst others. I'm just throwing random ideas that could be practical. This rook might be able to come in here and attack some. Global Chess. Very generous username. Nice one. I'm going to do a bit of the live coverage here. Probably in the meantime you're going to get bored and leave and maybe come back later. Or yeah, we could, but after this after this quarterfinals ends, yeah, we'll play a 60 seconds game. Of course, that's what I do with people I don't know. Rook e1, e7. Probably that one makes sense. In the meantime, you're welcome to give your best ideas for the current evolution of the games. Right. Rook e1, rook e7. Yeah, I think that's good for white, but from black's point of view, you can't even get that black rook to do something. You can't, because there is also a bishop here. So you can't do nothing with the black rook. What else can you do? Hell, it's difficult. Also, the black knight. You guys notice that sort of weird What do you do with the black knight? Well, you can jump in here, I guess. I mean, the knight on b6. If you want to do something with the knight on the 8th rank, what do you do? Knight a7? Knight h7? In order to play knight f6? At least you attempt to get that knight somewhere. A bit more active, not just lurking in the background. Maybe. So probably black needs to decide to activate that knight somehow. Can we go this way? Or maybe you want to play that way? See if you can neutralize the white knight on c5? Maybe. Maybe. Difficult. But if you play any of the black knights on d7, I guess white can just pin it. So you got more headache. So not sure. The strong point for black is the pass pawn. And the extra pawn. So if there's anything good for going for Nakamura currently here, is the black pawn on g5. This is the best stuff for black. The only good stuff for black, I'd say. Now black should probably aim to trading off everything. I mean, as much as you can. Just try, if you imagine all the pieces come off the board now, all of the minor pieces and the rooks. Just imagine this, all of the pieces come off. Then black is having a pass pawn. So then you only need to march on with the black king and support the pawn and stuff. So might be the best stuff. But anyway, a lot of happenings. Beautiful. And Gukesh now, the current World Chess Champion versus Fabi. Okay. Black to move. Black to move, black to move, black to move. Queen to g1. What was the queen previously? Queen h. Queen to g. Is it trying to get... I mean, no, wait, it's not clear. It's not clear. I think white is potentially, theoretically, able to castle, but this guy is hanging. So maybe you need to make sure things are in order. Okay, what could black do? They pushed the d pawn, d7 to d5, kicking the white knight away. But maybe that was the reason for which Gukesh played queen g1 in order to go knight c5? Maybe. Maybe that was the very reason. Well, amongst others. It's not just one single purpose move. There is always multi-purpose, and that's a move with tempo. He decided to play f6 captures g7, attacking the black queen with tempo. Queen would have to react either by taking or moving away. Looks like you have to take the pawn. And if you take the pawn, you give up on the c5 completely. I mean, there's nothing there. Then probably white can play knight c5. I think so. No, he played queen to b4, closer to the white king. And there's something else going on here. Also, black is sort of attacking the a4 white pawn twice, and white has to figure out what to do with the knight. That takes a little bit of courage to not take the pawn, the white pawn, which he thinks that actually it's not a real threat because it can't be pushed. But can they do this kind of move? Knight to f6, attacking the black rook and stuff. Sorry, what am I missing here? Is there something wrong with knight f6? Because knight f6 attacks the rook and protects the g8. What exactly am I missing? Sorry, maybe something I don't see. Is knight f6 not good for white? What's going on, guys? What's going on with the Fabi's last move? I tried to figure out what's going on with that move. So is there a checkmate threat anyway I'm not seeing? Or? So I'm seriously considering knight f6. Is it too good to be true? Or it actually was a little bit of a misstep from Fabi's? Because knight f6 hits the rook and then you push the pawn and you get yourself a queen. Black rook has to take on g8 and then you take back with a ton of material. Right? Sorry, maybe I'm missing something. Not sure. Not sure, but looks like Gukesh should be quite happy with this. I'm curious to see what you guys thinking. So yeah, feel free guys to type in your best candidate moves. And don't make use of the software because then there's no point to anything. Knight to c5. He didn't play f6. He played knight to c5. What's wrong with knight f6? What is wrong with knight f6? What's going on here? What's wrong with this? It's not clear. Well, okay, knight c5. Okay, what does that do? Well, it defends the pawn here, right? But oh, thank you very much, Trent. So let me put it again. Knight f6. Is there a smothered mate or so? What? Knight takes mate threat. Knight takes what? What? So if knight f6, there's a checkmate I missed? I mean, probably I did, but where is it again? Where's the checkmate? Knight f6. Knight here, then you take, and then sorry, what? So what's very wrong with this? What is very wrong with this? So knight f6, a4. I see rook takes, queen takes, checkmate threat, but then I'm moving king. So Trent, thank you very much for your idea. I think it's great, and I really appreciate your presence, my friend. Thanks for being here. So then again, knight f6, knight takes, threatening, checkmate on b2. I get it. Rook captures, queen captures, threatening checkmate again, then king b1. Don't you think it might be a little bit of compensation? But oh, okay. Now at least we have an interpretation as per why Gukesh played knight c5. Trent, thank you very much for your idea. I think I could get what you mean. I'm not sure, though, if white can't just simply go on with this knight f6 stuff. But Gukesh didn't want to play it. He played knight c5, and indeed, now a4 is double protected. Okay, so far so good. So thanks for your idea. I was really wondering what the heck is going on with that thing. Yeah, it's a very interesting and very tactical position there. You know, I'm going to go back a little bit to this particular position, and I want to check with the software if knight f6 is a catastrophe. I'm going to check if at least it's survivable. Knight f6 is playable, my friends. I wasn't deluded completely. So now we've got a confirmation. So yeah, we could use the software after we break our minds, but knight f6 is not a blunder. And it's not worse than knight c5. Knight c5 is the first line of the engine trend. So we've got a supreme confirmation from the AI. So knight f6 was playable. And I would have played it. Okay, I'm not Gukesh. Gukesh played the first line of the engine. He is actually the world chess champion, so no surprise here, of course. But I would have went for knight f6. And that wouldn't be so bad after all. It's still playable. It's a lot of tactics though. But Trent, I think your idea was gold, brother. Thank you. Cheers, man. Okay, back to Alireza and Vincent. Thanks for stopping by. You guys follow me on TikTok if you're there, or sub to the YouTube if you go to the YouTube. If you consider it's in any way entertaining slightly or instructive slightly or whatever the criteria for you to subscribe may be. Okay, black to move. Black to move, black to... This guy is a bit hanging, right? The bishop on f7 is hanging. Could you take on h5? Oh yeah, that's that position in which I would never want to have the white pieces because of the incredibly bad rook on the b1. If there's something that doesn't work for Alireza, is that rook. It doesn't exist. Okay, probably taking. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, probably taking. And if bishop takes, you take back. And hey, what's not to like about this one? Then getting nicely a rook over to the f8, getting the f file. I think Alireza suffering a bit here. What do you think, Trent? Would you have the black or the white pieces here? Would you play Vincent's position or Alireza's? Honestly, guys. Oops, that's not what I played. That was my mouse click. Wait a sec. Let's go back. So in all honesty, guys, just tell me if you would rather play white with the white or with the black pieces here. Which one would you choose to having yourselves? I think I would get the blacks. I'd get the black pieces. I think black should be doing better here. I think it's better here for black anyway. Yeah. Really? Gee. Well, now because you said it, I'm going to put the evaluation gauge a little bit here. I'd rather choose the black here, Trent. I'd choose the black here. Hold on a sec. Let me just click on the evaluation bar. So the evaluation says there is a little. Hey, it's -1. Actually, black is kind of winning. So yeah, we were right. When I said I would have the blacks, I said that in terms that I'd like to win. And black, I think, has better chances to win. -1 is quite something. And I think because of the incredibly bad position of white's king and the non-existence of the white rook. Yep. Yes. That is why. Probably bishop takes. Okay. I'm glad we are on the same page with this one. Fabi Gukesh. That's another funny. Well, they're all very nice and cool. More space grabbing from black. D5 wants to push and push that pawn, I guess. No, blocking the queen from protecting the knight. Aye. So this move blocks the queen from protecting the white knight. So now white has to figure out what do you do with the knight. That's just that. What do you do with the knight? That's a question. Definitely for Gukesh. But I think he played knight b3 already. Knight is safe. a4 is a bit hanging. It's so not over. My god, look at this crazy tactics and all. Rook attacks this guy, probably preparing some rook doubling on the e file, probably. There's many happenings here. Anyway, we could say that rook attempts to take that pawn, and perhaps also attacking this pawn as well after rook takes g7. And the other black rook will most certainly position itself either on the e or maybe g. You need to activate your guys and put them on open files or semi-open files behind the pass pawns, ideally. So I think if Gukesh doesn't come up with something really serious, I think Fabi is growing more and more confident out of this position. I think Fabi is actually super, super happy with having this now. White needs to come up with something. You need to do something with white. I'm not sure what, but it's starting to not looking promising. You have a white rook here again that just desperately tries to do something on the A, like defending, but it's just awful. I don't like it, the white rook. The bishop is kind of cool, but it's too passive. You need maybe do something with this bishop. Wait a minute. Can I do this? Am I white? Yes. Can I capture? No, I cannot. Because I can't take it's a queen there. It's a disaster. I can't do that. Oh, come on. Right, so I don't know what white's supposed to play. Maybe do something with the bishop. I'd rather have blacks in this position as well, Trent, and the other friends that might be on the live stream right now. So I think I would choose to having black pieces here than white. White doesn't pose any big problems. On the other hand, black it does do some threats here. So the threats and the weaknesses for white are a4, which is double attack by the black pieces, only once defended by the white rook. Okay, he tries to do something. I mean, you take my guy, probably I'll take yours, something like that. And at the same time, I might do c3. I mean, c3 is a thing. You can't take because lose the queen, rook takes you. You can't take the knight because the bishop would take you. And you have to move the queen and you got to figure out where. But I don't think it's the end of the world. I still think all in all, nah, c3 doesn't bloody work. I think there is a problem with this thing. That's a check. I'm not sure. I still would go for having the black pieces here. I like a bit more black pieces in this position than whites. Okay, we'll see. Things can turn. c5 Trent suggests here for black. So let me look at his idea. He suggests c5. Okay, you're defending the d. You might be threatening even c4. I would say, Trent, you're actually considering also c5 and further pushing c4. You think he might get trapped, the black queen. I think as long as you make sure you can go safely to east. Right, wait a second. c5, c3. Well, c4 is available for the time being. And you just escape if there's anything. Now I think c5 is kind of cool, Trent. I think it's worth investigating. But if you want to do a bit, what do you think about knight d5, knight b6, d5? You know, getting more knights in action. Or maybe you want to take a4? I don't know. I'm not sure you could take a4 because of the c3, and then you have to move the queen I don't know where, and you might lose the knight. So yeah, we'll see about that. That's a nice game. And very complicated, very tactical, very sharp. Heck, there's so much things happening here. Same material though, but actually 4 white pawns, 7 white pawns, 7 black pawns, but the white pawns are doubled on the G. So maybe that's not for the best. I still think black's doing a little bit better here. Okay, let's play our very quick game. We toggle on the val bar and let's see if we get a minus something. I think there might be a minus something, but not that huge minus. Maybe a, I don't know, minus 0.5. Let's play our game. Oh Lord, black is killing. What? I thought I was completely out of the game. No, it's a draw, fellas. But from a human point of view, you tell me how this one is obviously a draw. I mean, look, stockfish is stockfish, right? I guess we're not robots just yet. So for stockfish, it might be very clearly a draw. But for you as a human, I'm not sure how much of a draw that looks like. I mean, are you sure this is a draw? There's a lot of stuff happening. I don't think black should accept or would accept the draw if Gukesh were to propose them that. Let's take this thing back. So if Gukesh, yeah, knight to c4. Very nice, very cool. Centralizing, getting the knight in action. White knight can't move because if white knight moves, we got queen b2, checkmate. So if Gukesh proposes to Fabi, hey, let's make a draw, I don't think Fabi would accept or he should accept it. Hey, Hugo. Good to see you, brother. So, no, black shouldn't accept any draw offer here coming from white. I think black should fight for a win. Even if Stockfish says it's a dead draw. We're not Stockfish, right? They don't play with the Stockfish. They play with themselves. Therefore, as a human, black should pursue to play for winning. And white has to always respond correctly. And he might get to be a draw someday. But those 8 minutes, 6 minutes for black, I think psychologically they feel it as an eternity. So I think it's great. I like this. I very much like this fish around them approaches. No opening theory. Yeah, Trent, it is more active than d5 because the white knight can't move. So even if you could move that knight, it's the queen b2 checkmate right on the spot. So you cannot move the white knight currently. You can't move it. So Gukesh has to engineer something, and I don't know what you could. I don't. There is probably moves. Maybe you want to try get rid of this knight, but how do you get rid of the knight? You playing this? It takes. I don't know. I don't like it. What do you play? Bishop g4, bishop h5. What does that even do? I don't know. Do you play c3? Yeah, but then you allow knight d3 with double attack on b2. So you tell me you're comfortable with white here, because I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be comfortable with white here. I wouldn't want to play this. I don't like it. I guess Gukesh has to come up with something. But as a comfort with white, no. Well, we know chess is not comfortable anyway. But what I want to say, I think black is more confident here than white. The two black knights are very active. The queen is exactly, closely breezing to the white king, and the black rooks are free to go whatever the heck they want. Doubling, or you could you could just do stuff. White, very limited. You're gonna start playing now rook a2. This is a massive pain. Probably you should do that at some point. Yes, Hugo, absolutely. Trent, again, I have to agree with you. I guess if you put Stockfish, they will just draw, right? But as we are not Stockfish, as a human, you're going to find it very difficult, this position. Very difficult. Okay. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what the current World Chess Champion finds here. Alireza Vincent. Alireza White. Oh, yeah, it's that game where Alireza cries because of the rook on b1. I think he's suffering because of that rook. I would suffer too. I mean, let me just look. I just put the red circle here. I put the white rook in a red circle. That's the main problem for white. Big problem. That rook doesn't exist. That's a big problem. I think black could play. Oh, whoa. Sorry. When queen moved f2 to e3, it wasn't just moving away from the rook. But where the heck? Why didn't it take? Oh, I know why. Because of this. Jesus Christ. Now I'm seeing. So, guys, if you wondered why didn't Alireza capture the a7 pawn, it's because, Hugo, pay attention to this, brother. That's a poisoned pawn. That's a poisonous pawn. If you take it, black's going to play rook to a, attacking the queen. Queen has to go away. Then rook comes down, taking on e2. So that's not looking good for white to capture that pawn. That's a poisonous pawn, Vincent. Hugo. If you ever heard the idea that's a poison pawn, that's what a poison pawn looks like. That's exactly what a poison pawn looks like. Just to add a bit more explanation here. Queen take what? Sorry, fella. I'll be back, Trent. Just keep your idea. I'll be there very soon. Hold on a sec. What is going on in this position? Well, queen moved away from the trade. You don't want to trade because if you trade, black's going to come very hard now with the two rooks totally free, killing everything. White can't castle anymore because the rook had been moved from A to the B, I think, at some point. So white doesn't want to trade. Queen is actually the only piece that holds it up here. The defense is for white. Now defends the rook. Probably he dreams about playing bishop somewhere. Well, you have to, but where? Oh my god. I don't like the white pieces here. Ah, queen c3 amongst others. Yeah, but that doesn't achieve too much, isn't it? It might be a check. But then king b8. So what's the whole thing about? Nothing. Obviously, you don't push to b6 because we're going to take here, right? Queen to c3 tries to generate a little bit of attacking, but I don't think that leads anywhere. Okay, bad for black. There is also this, potentially, when white's turn. Let's see what Vincent comes up with, though. So rook f3. Queen has to move, and there's a bit of pressure here, but... yeah, but it's easier said than done. I don't think Vincent's going to allow you to just do this kind of stuff. So, what is... why the... he can't take that pawn now. He can't take it. Well, I don't know what's black supposed to play yet. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. You play b6 just to try to prevent any queen and stuff. Maybe b6 prophylactically, taking the c5, taking the a5. What do you think, guys? Might that be a thing? Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, you just need to hold up. Try not to mess. Okay, king c8. He didn't go... interestingly, Vincent's choice. He didn't go king b8. He didn't go b6, further weakening. He went king c8. So no more checks coming and stuff. He tries to make white take a decision and move and commit itself to play something. He just played the safe move, which is not a blunder. Puts the king out of the checks incoming from the queen on the dark squares. And we'll see. He wants to let the other guy take initiative and do something. Mind you, white is in deep trouble without that rook. So, okay. Javokir and Hikaru. Oh my lord, this guy's made a little bit of progress since we last visited. Okay, let's have a look at this very instructive endgame. D takes c5. Javokir, white, Naka, black. 4 and 4. Yeah, 4 and 4, but okay, this guy is Blackstone, by the way. Well, he'll take, right? Or is he going to push this guy down? I don't know if that's working. Wait a minute, can I defend this guy? You're not going to be able to push, right? Well, that's a question. No, king just centralize itself. They want to go here and just attempt to take those guys. I mean, black can take. But if black takes, you won't be able to play the king. So if black knight captures on c5, you're not able to play the king to attack d4. So I don't know what to say. So knight takes c5. How do you take those black pawns? I mean, you do b4, right? So let's just do... okay, knight takes c5. You can't move the king. You're safe about pawn's advancement. They won't do. Probably you play b4. And when you play b4, black knight has to move again. And wherever they go, you will be gaining access to d3, thus attacking d4. Okay, makes sense now. Knight c5, b4 if you Javokir. Black knight has to go. That's a must. They have to go. And then you're going to play king d3. Potentially, if you maneuvering super cool, you might get to have 3 white pawns versus 2. Far from over, but very instructive nonetheless. And I'm sure you guys are on the same opinion as chess enthusiasts. I think this is very instructive. I like it. I really do like it. Okay. Hey, where is the thing? Okay. So let's see how Hikaru plays this. the speed, the speed king. Well, he got 15 minutes. I think that's an eternity for Hikaru to solve this riddle. Did it take? Wait. That was just me pressing. No, he didn't take. He didn't take. King c2 played by Javakir, and now Hikaru didn't touch the c5. Probably because he thinks exactly what we thought. If knight c5, b4, black knight moves, and then white's gonna go here attacking those two guys. Probably that is why. Hey, that's something. I like it. We're gonna come back to this one, guys. Let's go to Gukesh and Fabi. Hey, that's the painful stuff we had. Oh, hey, if you remember, Trent, we discussed about the c3 move at some point, which Gukesh decided to play. Oh, wait a minute. So, let's take it one by one. Rook to e4, knight to c4. Okay. Queen to f by Gukesh. Okay. Ah, I know why queen f1. Because after c3, you no longer have to worry about knight d3. That is the reason for which queen f1, amongst others, being played. It has to do with c3, so you don't have to worry about knight d3 and then double attack on the b2. That seems to be the case indeed. So, queen f1, knight went to d6, c3 in total safety. Well, total safety. In safety in regards with the black knight attempt to go d3, which no longer possible because the queen is here. Okay, I think I can understand from, at least at this stage. Queen offer from Fabi to trading. And the black knight is going to take its place. Very, very difficult still. And oh, why, that pawn is pinned, man. That was something funny. Maybe Fabi didn't play the right one because, heck, you can't take the knight. Look, I think Fabi messed up something. I think he messed up something. All of a sudden, whatever black had, it vanished. Whatever black had, well, Stockfish said it was a dead draw. Well, you can disregard Stockfish since we're humans, right? So with this move now, with the white knight that took a pawn and you can't even take it back, and then the white knight can just jump, you know. Then rook attacks the knight, and if the knight moves, rook takes this guy. Okay, rook being attacked, cool. You can't take because the black rook's there. Anyway, he nicked the pawn. Well, you're gonna go with the rook on e1 though, right? Right? You're gonna go rook e1. They still can't take your guy. You took a pawn from them. And I think it's very, very good now for white. It's starting to looking promising for white. Yes, that's exactly what I think, Hugo. Yeah. I think black completely. Whatever leverage they had, I think it's been watered down now. There's no more threats, big threats, or no. Now he got to be careful with the pawns, and I really want to check with the engine. I'm not sure that Queen's trade coming from Fabi was the best stuff ever. Where could the black queen move here? I'm really curious. Do you guys think that queen should go c4? Is there any other choice? Well, hell yeah, it's queen b6, right? Probably he should have played queen b6. Let's find out. So now I'm checking with the software because queen c4 didn't lead to anything good for black. So oops, no, that's a mouse slip. So let's find out what's the thing. Queen c4, queen b6 is awful. Oh my god, queen b6 is awful because queen sacrifice on f4. Jesus Christ. You take the knight, they take, and then you win this guy. And I'm sure Gukesh would have played it. So queen b6 was awful, particularly from this point of view. Boy, you have to be very clear to play this. I'm pretty sure he saw it. So he decided to go queen c4, which is not that great. He messed up somewhere. Where? Now that's a draw. Look at this one, Trent. The position is a dead draw. But we said we're not stockfish, right? Rook e7, still a cool move. Rook, okay. That was the mistake. Knight c4 was the mistake. My lousy move, knight bd5. You remember, Trent, I told you knight bd5? Apparently, Stockfish says that knight bd5 is cool. You stay there. You put in pressure. You're doing good stuff. Knight db5, which I did say I would consider playing myself. I did say it. But knight c4, after all, Fabi is a human like all of us. Knight c4 worsens massively because of the stuff that followed. Queen f1, Gukesh immediately. My God, knight d6, c3, yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Beautiful execution by Gukesh. Hey, that's the sound I like to hear when you guys are following or subscribing. Yeah, keep on following or subscribing, fellas. So yes, now I think I'm really sorry for Fabi. I have to say it was very complicated. The position was crazy difficult. And then again, one more example of those kind of end games or middle games happening at the highest level of chess, where the stockfish says it's a dead draw, but from humans' perspective, no, it's not. And that's another example. So we're not machines. Bishop b4. What does bishop b4? It means very bad stuff for black and incredibly good stuff for white. Bishop to b3 means that we're able to push this guy. So I guess rook has to take. Wait a minute, something weird took place in the meantime. Knight e6. He didn't retreat rook e1. Takes. Oh, he can't take it, man, because we got this. Oh Lord, look at this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, this is just fabulous stuff by Gukesh. I think Gukesh is just executing now, Fabi. I'm sorry. He had a chance to stay in the game. He messed it up. And that's a super grandmaster, and yeah. You can't take the pawn on g7 with the black rook because of the fork. And black will have to give up a rook regardless. Because if you don't give the rook now, white's going to push this guy. Yeah, so white's going to push this guy right now. Or you're going to play an in-between move. But no. Just get a queen. Rook takes. Bishop captures. And I think everything's great. It's absolutely, Hugo. Spot on, my friend. Yes. Yeah. Actually, Hugo, Gukesh took advantage of the weakness that Fabi created. Actually, Fabi got himself in trouble. Gukesh just executed the formality to punishing his opponent. You can put it this way. Fabi, yeah, there you go. So pawn went forwards, promoting, and now bishop's going to take. And hell, white is winning. Sorry, man. Whoa. Yeah, but okay, this is far from over. It's far from over. Bishop takes. There is another pass pawn here. It's far from over. There is a little passed guy here, but okay. Can you what? The main problem for black is this pawn on the G. When you play this, they're going to do this. Again, it's not over. Okay, white is winning, but it's not over. So let's say like this, a rook AG, because the G pawn is a problem. But, you know something? Oh my God, and there is another guy here. If black plays rook A1 to G1, how is white responding? I'm curious. What do you think, guys? Before we coming back to this one, let me just go now and see Vincent and Ali Reza. We did see that white is suffering horribly. Queen to D3, yeah, well, whatever. And yeah, now they took the extra pawn, The black rooks are killing everything. The black knight is perfectly positioned. And the black queen, yeah, I mean, this guy can't even take because it's pinned. And if the queen takes, rook takes, and the bishop is gone, and actually, it's a bit of a big problem here. Big problem. Bishop can't take. If queen takes, the black queen, rook takes, double attack on the pinned white bishop on d1. And there is no way you could do something about this. That's just game over. So Ali Reza played the whole game with a non-existent rook, amongst others. Horrible for Ali Reza in this game. Very bad for Ali Reza. It's gone. 2 games left, my dear friends. We got Javakir Hikaru and Gukesh Fabi. Let me go quickly here. Fabi tries to get the king closer to the center, closer to the action. Maybe also trying to staving off this guy coming down. I mean, you gotta get the king closer to the passed pawn, right? I'm not sure white should play this kind of fake. I'm not sure that serves you because then the black rook is killing white. So you should, maybe you should be investigating some other stuff. Can you do this? Or it's just not that great? I'm not sure. Should you just push this guy, making sure? Yeah, you know, something interesting, guys. When you push the white pawn from g5 over to g6, you're actually shutting off your bishop. So your bishop can't move. That is on this diagonal. So you're actually not going to have a bishop if you do g6. So I don't think g6 is stuff that you would like to do. I don't think so. And move number 32. I'm not sure if they get increment when they reach the 40 move threshold. Yeah, he might promote, but the black ink is there. I'm not sure if you can force it down, though. I don't think it's easy at all. Again, if you push the pawn, can the black king just move in closer to you? I mean, to that pawn? They certainly can. So he pushed the h, which what I thought I would probably do. I drew an arrow about h to h4. So I don't think shutting off the bishop is great. The black king just stops you. You're not going to push that guy. Not that easy. Trent, exactly. It's not clear at all. I think it's still playable. Yeah, there is 2 passed pawns though. There is 2 passed pawns. I guess black will do its utmost to get the rook behind the pawns, GH, and the king and the knight to try to stopping. And maybe go for some trades or some sorts, but it's just not that clear. It's not clear at all. It is not clear. Well, for Stockfish, everything's clear even before it even starts. But for humans, never clear. That's a very... There you go, rook h1, going behind the pawn which can't be defended. Hey, I'm not sure Gukesh is gonna go that easy with that guy on the g file after all, Trent. Just looking at the things as they stand right now, right? Rook attacks the pawn. Can you defend it? Well, you can play knight here, but then if I go rook h3, how do you defend it? Well, you cannot. That means I'll take this guy. And then white also has to worry about, okay, knight had been played, okay, but can I play rook h3? That's exactly the stuff that I was just discussing. So knight f3 defends the pawn. Cool. Can I go rook h3? And probably they're going to go knight g1. Yeah, well, maybe. You can't do this dance forever, eh? Yeah, rook h3. There you go, rook h3. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Knight g1. Where do you go next? Is Gukesh willing to do a 3-fold repetition, you think, guys? Huh? I'm not sure. He went back. Why is he trying to... he tries to add further protection for a g6 or something. Wait a minute, this is funky. This is just something. Can we push this guy? Or do you take first here? No, you can't take, because if you take, you're going to get knight g6 and you're losing the rook. These little tactics eat all the time. These little madness tactics. You can't take on h4, guys. Because of the knight g6 fork. You can't take it. Oh, Lord. Now I think the knight wants to stay there. But I guess, yep, black pushed the pawn. Yep, pushed the pawn. There is a thing. He pushed the pawn. How are you going to stop it? I'm just curious. How do you actually stop it? Well, there is way. There is ways to stop it, maybe. But also king can attack your knight. Once this guy moves, maybe I can take on h4. It's so not done. It's so not easy. It's so not clear. It is so time consuming. I hope they got some chocolates or some caffeine drinks or something. It's just so not over. You still have to sit down and think thoroughly. One misstep and then you're going to cry 7 seconds. Oh boy. White king gets in action. White king got in action. Very important. Probably he wants to use every single resource available to stopping this guy. He doesn't want to get the bishop to defend. He want to keep the bishop on h7. And if this pawn goes one more time, I think Gukesh would like to moving king to e2, stopping the pawn promotion. I think makes sense. He uses every single resource at his disposal to stopping the pass pawn, the black pawn on the f-file. So yeah, king d3, f2, king e2, and he's going to play like this. He's going to play like this. Such a tough game. Nonetheless, very beautiful. Tough one. I'm really curious what's going to happen. Really curious. Exactly, the black king, which I did say, the black king wants to also go and attack himself, kicking this white knight away. And if you wonder what does that mean, amongst others, when the white knight goes to safety, whatever that safety means, there is the chance for you with black to capture the h4 and attack this guy. And there is a chance. And now the big question is, do you think white's going to push g6? I don't know at this stage. It will take me a couple of good minutes to look through what am I supposed to do. I don't think they got a couple of minutes. Again, yes, he did push g6. Jesus Christ, I was thinking about that one. But I'm not Gukesh. It will take me a good minutes to figure out. Gukesh actually is the super accurate faster, and he decided indeed for g6. G6 was more like an intuition for me, but Gukesh also calculated. My God, Jesus, knight f7. It's fun for us, Trent. I agree, my friend. Pawn races are very fun to watch for us, the kibitzers, the guys that talk stuff. For the guys that are playing, it's a little bit stressful for them. That's the sound. You guys keep following and subscribing, please. Hello, Sam on TikTok. How's it going, my friend? Good to having you. Yeah, I just started this live coverage of the Fisher Random. Hey, where's the board? Ah, there it is. My God. The last seconds, people. Okay, what happened here? Oh, of course. You have to figure out that one. King moved on to f6, stopping. Knight, forking. Look, Trent, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this game, but Fabi might still have a chance, eh? I'm not sure, but looks like the h4 is a little bit shaky now. You could potentially take it and then go behind the pass pawn. Oh my God. And the black king and the black knight just defend g7 and stuff. Jesus Christ. The bishop doesn't exist no more. Exactly as I said, Trent. When you push g6, yeah, you're one step closer to the ending line. But the bishop on h7 no longer exists. You can't do a damn thing. And even if you could go g8, it takes you a billion years to do something. So let me tell you something. If black... Okay, what the hell happened? G7. Okay, well, you have to take this guy, right? Question is, yeah, you take with a knight. I'm not sure, but whatever Gukesh had, it's gone. Now he's gonna have to face up black pass pawn and the very powerful rook and the black knight. It ain't gonna be easy. I think, yeah, Fabi's messed up with that knight c4, but now Gukesh looks like he messed up too, somewhere. He attacks the pass pawn. Yeah, of course you attack the pass pawn. Oh my god. You can't take it because queen is coming. These guys are crazy, man. You can't take the black rook because f1 checks and you lose with black. Oh my god, there's so much happening. There's so much happening. I don't know what white's supposed to play. Because if you queen, black is queening and you're dead. Right on the spot. Right on the spot. You're dead. You promote with white, black promotes, checkmate. That was it. That was it. You take the black rook, queen is coming. Again, you might be a little bit dead. I'm not sure what Gukesh is supposed to play. I'm sorry. This is crazy. But I'm happy that some of the ideas I mentioned, like rook h3, rook f3, positioning the rook behind the pass pawn, it actually came to be the case. So I'm very happy that this thing actually did happen. Yeah. My lord. Fabi won. Exactly. Oh my god. What a crazy end game. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Trent, yes. The psychological pressure finishes off one guy or the other. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So Fabi messed up, then Gukesh messed up. Now it's a very massive -3. So after all, that one didn't work so well for white. And yeah, it's going down. Okay, it's going down. Hey, this one was something actually that didn't work well. That's the blunder, h4. So what the hell was it supposed to do? Bishop d3. Bishop g6. Yeah, well, we are humans, man. b3. Yeah, b3 to protect this guy so you can do something else. Okay, there's so much thinking. Knight f3, not that great. Bishop d3, the best move for white. Yeah, good luck finding it. Oh, I think I might know why. Bishop d3 stops the rook to coming, and also a little bit of protection against the black pawn moving down, and might allow some g6 from far away, pushing that guy. Very difficult to go for this kind of ideas in 2 minutes. He had 2 minutes and something, but he didn't get himself to decide and play. Very difficult. So after all, Bishop d3. Yeah, well, even the world chess champion does not see it. Due to psychological character of this game, of course. Insane. This one is also... Oh, no. Cover. Why did I leave the... Oh, no. I don't want to use the engine one. There's still happening here. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, the last game, guys, of the Fisher Random, or 960, or Chess Freestyle, or whatever you want to call it. But there is no theory about how to play in the opening because the back rank pieces are randomly shuffled every single time. So you don't know. It doesn't work with knight f3 now because the knight is not on g1 to starting with. So I think that's cool stuff for creativity. I think it's a very good form of chess and one that should be alternated with the classical chess. I don't think we witnessed the end of or the apocalypse for the classical standard chess, but I think the Fisher Random adds a bit of creativity, and I think it's great. Okay, knight had played here, so white had to drop the bishop because we would have had a fork. So he moved. Now, that doesn't mean this pawn is not going to come down. Or do you think that the black king wants to do something? No, you can't do this, man. Or maybe you could as a decoy to get the bishop away. The Naka wants actually to get a king a bit more active, but wait a minute, what the heck is that? Does he want to play this? It's not clear. It's not clear yet. He keeps the status quo. He got 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes for the other guy, Javokir. Easy win? I think you said it like a laughable emoji. I mean, okay, I'm not sure how easy that is. I mean, I know that the engine says it's everything is super easy, but then again, it wasn't super easy neither for Fabian nor for Gukesh. I don't think. Okay, what White's attempts to do is just create a pass pawn because of the pawn majority. Pawn majority here, guys. I'm sure you know this. Yeah, exactly right. When you have a pawn majority, theoretically you try to create a pass pawn. That's the only stuff you got left anyway. Now, black will try to stop them with the two black pawns, and with the king's proximity, king is closer. They could just move one step and they closer to do something. And the black winning idea is actually reliant on the two black pawns on d4 and e3. How you maneuver those guys, we'll see. Instructive for all of the chess enthusiasts, for all the planet out there. I mean, for me, it wouldn't be easy to win with 1 minute on the clock against the Super Grandmaster. How can that be easy? Oh, sorry, no, that's a mouse slip. Apologies. That's not easy. Well, yeah, but he's still playing. I mean, Javokir didn't resign yet. So, yeah, the Black King makes the step back. So they want to position themselves as per stopping any incursion and pushing through. Bishop went back, but bang, boom, bang, boom. No, 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 no. You don't do that. Maybe what? He keeps the status quo. The Black King can't approach. If you go further away, fine. If you push, I'll take. Knight takes, king takes. This guy goes down, and all of a sudden, white might win. I'm not sure how easy that is. So what's the plan then? How easy that is? Okay, this is a pawn on the light square. Shall we play this one first? But if you go for this, first they might take, then you take, whatever. But then knight's coming here. Yeah, but then the king coming here. I'm not sure how clear it is for black to win. Okay, I'm all ears. I'm curious. So king c7, very, very prudent by Naka. Trend. Now disregard the engine. We're talking about two humans, Super Grandmaster Javokir and Nakamura here. What is easy about? Okay, how? For me, it wouldn't be easy at all to win this with black. Probably you need to reshuffle things a bit. Getting the knight here. Oh my god, is it that if king goes d3, knight f4 checking, and if you take, I'm going to push this guy, you take a knight take. Yeah, that's a plan. Well, that's a plan now. After Nakamura's last move, knight g6, I think I'm able to decipher a little bit of the ending technical approach here. So, would be like this. If king goes d3, we're having knight f4, checking the king. That's serious. King has to go. And looks to me, and by the way, you can't go e2 because the knight is controlling the e2 square. If you do take, I think it's the end of. Following this, bishop takes and takes. Then they might be able to grab another pawn, but I'm not sure you're going to be making it now. No, that's how you lose with white, and that's exactly why Nakamura could be winning, because of this idea. Yeah, that's the idea. Knight f4. And what's difficult for white, if not downright impossible, is that you cannot stop knight f4. Those guys are on dark squares. Knight's going to come on dark squares. You can't use the bishop to do nothing against the black knight. And knight f4 is the killing stuff. I think probably he will resign due to this last move that black had played. Knight g6, a backward move. Not very easy to spot, Trent. Actually, you need to do a backward move every now and then. A knight backward move are very difficult because it looks like you go further away from your pawns, but actually you go further away and you're even closer. Paradoxical, like very many things. That's paradoxical, but it works. I think white will resign, maybe in a move or two, if not just right now. You tell me what's other stuff you could do with white, that is. So we've established knight f4 can't be stopped. Can you generate counterplay? I don't think so. Any white pawn moving forwards is not going to help white with anything. I mean, you can push b6, but what does that do? Yeah, he pushed b6. Okay. So now I rec a7 takes b6, right? a7 takes b6, and I don't know, what do you take with? With the c? With the a? I don't think that makes any difference, ladies and gents. I don't think so. Yeah, a takes b6, and now I guess c takes, right? Try to move the majority on the a and b file. Okay, that's a check. I agree. Do you think that if king goes here, white plans on playing this? And then judging by this idea, should black go b8? Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Whoa. That didn't happen. Should black king go b8, Trent and Hugo and the rest of my chess friends out there? And Sam on TikTok. Hey, I didn't watch the TikTok chat in a long time. Thank you, Junior Troll Programmer, for sharing the live. I appreciate that, my friend. It's a live coverage, so we're looking now at Javokir versus Hikaru Nakamura. So, Black King, do you think, guys, that King should go b8? Just to prevent this kind of stuff, like Bishop g2, and it is a bit painful because it's a backward move, it's a defensive move, but I don't think you can afford losing that pawn. 12 seconds for Naka? He is the king of speed. He's the demon speed. King b8. Seven? Are you sure? I thought I'm having 7 million viewers on YouTube. Oh, I think I misread. But hey, Hugo, that's a good start, man. Cheers for that. Cheers for that. I'm finishing my black tea, which is an iced black tea at the minute, but I like it anyway. I might go get another one. So yes, King b8 by Nakamura. Exactly what again, it was a little bit of an intuition mixed up with calculation, because that one just gave me shivers. Bishop g2 taking this guy. I think that's a problem for black. So King b8 is a bit defensive. Okay. But then again, we're going back to what we discussed. Knight f4 can't be stopped. Hey, Marlon. Seen you like 2 days ago. How's it going, brother? Cool. So, now back to square one. The problem for Javokir was knight f4, which, again, is the current problem he's facing. And again, knight f4 can't be stopped. So, is he going to resign? Or is he going to play one more time? Something. I mean, something like what? Like, what exactly can white play to stay in the game? This is the big problem for them. Knight f4. That's the big problem. Yeah, he moved it already, knowing that knight f4 can't be stopped. Knight f4. Exactly. King captures, and I guess we're going to go with e2. And probably Javokir resigns. There you go. Exactly by the book, as we discussed previously, guys. So, what do you do now? He doesn't resign yet? Well, that's more fun for us. Okay, let's move this guy somewhere. Jumping whatever the heck we want. And then we need to find a way to attack the a5. Do you know what white needs? White needs to make sure that the black pawn disappears. So probably he's going to try desperately to propose a trade, and then he wants to make it a draw. I think it's very instructive, this one. Very much. I think this is, Hugo, this is a theme maybe for the next chess club, my friend. What might be the plan? So the plan for black is you need to preserve the b7 pawn like hell. That pawn mustn't be traded. You are too old in your 30s. I'll soon be in my 50s and you're too old in your 30s. You go with all the formats. Do more rapid or classical. Do the blitz for fun. Do puzzle rush because that forces you to think quicker and take maybe good decisions when you're about to be having less than a minute on your clock. So I don't think they're bad. Uh, Play more rapid maybe, but also blitz is having its purpose. So the plan for black is you need to use the black knight, get rid of these guys, and you mustn't lose. You mustn't trade the b7 black pawn. If you trade that pawn, then you can't win because knight and king versus king can never win. So Naka has to find it. You have to move the knight. Is it this way? Is it this way? There's so many convoluted ways. You need to move the black knight anyway. I mean, where do you want to have your knight? Let's look at this. You want to have your knight here to attempt to take this guy. But okay, another far away move, but the knight is very jumpy. Exactly. King wants to go here. That's the plan for white. Can you stop that? Yes, he can. Jesus Christ, look at this. Yeah, white wants to play king b5 and a6 to trade off the black pawn, thus resulting in a trade. And now we're going to see knight d6. Knight d6 checks the king, does not allow white to push a6. This is Hikaru playing fabulous endgames, accurate, and it's amazing. That's exactly what's going to happen next. Because if you don't do that, I think if you don't do that, white's going to push. Yes, knight d6, checking the king. Probably the king's going to hit you like this, but then again, you move somewhere. Okay, check again. You can't just keep doing this. I mean, you got to come up with something else. Are you going to do threefold repetition now? How does black make sure the black pawn on b7 stays alive? What do you do? I mean, black can draw easily if they want to. I think Javakir would be happy. Is there any plan for... So, if you remember, Trent, we said easy for black to win. It's not. It's not easy. How is that easy? It doesn't look easy at all. Even if you're Hikaru Nakamura. Even that. What's the win here for black? How do you force the win? How do you make sure that white is not going to push? Exactly. How do you make sure we're going to go back? Because most definitely Nakamura messed up something. You cannot. I mean, you either go with the checks forever, which will be resulting in a draw due to threefold repetition, or you allow white king to play b5 and a6 and this guy is gone. Nakamura wasn't able to win, Trent, even if you said that an easy win for black. No, easy win was here at this stage. And now we can debate what exactly is black supposed to be playing, because it looks to me knight g6, it's what equalizes the whole goddamn position. I thought knight f4 is the killing stuff. I mean, Jesus Christ, knight g6 is losing. I mean, not losing. Losing the chance for winning, I meant. That's what I meant. Okay, what's black supposed to play? What is black supposed to play to win? And I don't want to put the engine just yet. And I would say don't put the engine, guys. Just try to figure out what exactly is black supposed to play. I don't know yet what I'm supposed to play. I'm looking at it. Try to figure out something. Should I go with 3? I don't know. Should I go? So how is black winning? Nakamura didn't find it. I mean, Nakamura is Nakamura. He didn't find it. How's the win here? Is it this? Bishop takes, knight takes, king takes. No, that's not the win for black. How the heck are you winning here? I'm going to take a screenshot for this because this is a theme for thinking. How does black win? And I think that definitely is worth a video. Okay. Okay. If I manage to find it without the engine, I'll just crop these a few minutes and then just put it on YouTube and stuff. If I don't find it myself and then check with you and we find it together, I think I'm going to make a video anyway. But I don't claim any credit or nothing. How is black winning in? How do you win? Do you mess about with the king again? But you can't move far away because it's a pawn majority here. It's not easy because not even a super grandmaster found it. I don't think it's easy. When the engine says it's easy, I actually think it's quite difficult. How the hell do you win? Do you win knight d7? King's going here. You take here. King's going there. It's very complicated. How the hell are you winning? You go this way. King goes here. How do you winning? It's a very... I think either leechess.org or chess.com would crop this little position and put it in today's daily puzzle. I think I'm going to do it in today's daily puzzle myself. But I don't know how black is supposed to win. So this is the starting position. The almighty Stockfish says that it's simple, -4. Okay. And Nakamura came with a blunder. And the game resulted in a draw. So how do you win this with black then? That's not working, knight g6. Knight g6 is not working. Are you supposed to move any of these two black pawns? Well, I'm not sure. Are you? Hey, are you supposed to play b6? Well, let's say that... Wait a minute. Are you supposed to play b6? If white takes in this fashion, cb, ab, ab, king here. And then maybe you manage to get the knight to attack this guy twice at some point. I'm not sure. Hell, I'm not sure. Are you supposed to play b6? Are you supposed to do... Nah, that doesn't work. Not a6. What the heck? Maybe b6. And keep the knight here, denying entry for the king. Sorry, I don't know. b6, right? Just thinking out loud again. By moving the knight away from these guys, from these two black pawns connected and stuff, you allow the king to go d3. So I'm not sure they're good. Hello, Agabari. So moving black knight away from the two black pawns, probably it's not very optimistic, as we've seen actually black lost due to knight g6, knight f4, which I thought initially is great, but actually is not. It's a blunder. Well, Stockfish knew that. Nakamura didn't know that, and I didn't know that either. Oh yeah, we'll check that one. By the way, they finished. But we're going to look at that one, Agbari. Absolutely. Cheers, man. I'm going to go grab a coffee, though, in between, because I need more clarity. I need more focus. So, Agabari, how do you win this with black? But without checking with the software, of course, because there's no point. And then we're going to check with Stockfish anyway. Is it b6? If it's not b6, what exactly is the winning move here for black? How do you win this stuff? How do you start even? How do you even start winning? I don't know. Probably need to get a coffee. How do you even start winning with black? knight g6 is a catastrophe, right? So we disregard that one. Knight f3. Well, king's gonna go d3. Yeah, but they can't take. Oh. Okay. And then they can't play g2 because of the fork. Oh my lord. Is it knight f3? But that takes you a billion years to figure out. And when you're having 1 minute on the clock, it's even more difficult. A push, Trent, places the black pawns on light squares, and I think that weakens your pawns because white is having a light squares white bishop. So I think a6 weakens the black pawns even more. I think it's something. If it's not b6, which I'm not sure if it is or not, I'm not sure. I'm looking at f3. And white has to play something. And king d3, I think, can be replied with just move a king because they can't take your pawn. No, wait a minute. Knight f3, king d3, and they attack your d6. Yeah, but they can't take it. Knight f3, king d3, and then you got to come up with something. Maybe this. You know, it's complicated. Okay, probably I'm gonna reconsider. I think knight f3 opens up the gate for very many tactics and incredibly time consuming. King d7 could be, Agabar, could be king d7. It could be, but it could be king d7, yeah. Actually, yeah, it could be king d7. But you need to make progress, though. If, Agabari, I got a question for you. King d7, I don't deny. I think it's kind of cool. After king e2, what exactly black is going to play? Really? So king d7, bishop e2, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to do? Because if you move the king away from the two black pawns, due to pawn majority, white's going to create a passed pawn. I don't know how. I mean, I understand king d7, and I think it's something, Agabari, that actually Nakamura did play. I think he did play king d7 at some point. But how do you pushing forwards? You've got -4. You're supposed to win, seemingly. How? Probably I would try king d7, see what my opponent does with white. If my opponent plays bishop e2, then I have to come up with something. Can you afford going king e6 afterwards? It's too big of a risk. Maybe. Hell, I absolutely do not know. I don't know. I don't know. I think I have to stay one full day here thinking about this one. But if this thing occurred in a over-the-board game, what would you do? Because you don't have 24 hours, right? You got to figure out. Those guys had to figure out in a minute. They still didn't. I mean, Nakamura still didn't find it. I don't know what to play. King d7, king c7. Just play this all day. Knight f3. I think I would go for b6 again, which probably takes. B6. I'm sorry. Yeah, time to check with the engine because I'm sorry. I don't see through. It's not clear. How the heck am I supposed to win? Yeah, I'm sorry. It pains me to say. I have to ask with the engine. I'm alternating in between b6 and something with the black knight, but hell, I really don't see what I'm doing with the black knight exactly. So, okay, let's find out. What the heck? You gotta be joking, man. B6 isn't... B6, the line that I said in complete pain, is minus 0.3. I'm a complete idiot, but b6, that was the only thing I could have thought here. It's not like it's not like plus 10 all of a sudden. So the move that I suggested all along, the b6, without the engine, is the fifth line of the engine, and it's horrible. Well, you're not giving white a big plus, but anyway. The move you're supposed to play, it's moving against king c8, king d8, king d7, king b8, therefore keeping the king close to your pawn minority. This is very important to... So let's put in human words what the engine just puts out as sequences, as notation. Black king has to stick around the two black pawns. Okay, where's the progress? King c8, fine. Bishop e2, fine. King c7, right? What? Bishop f1. What do you do here? What's this? King d7, said Agabari. I don't say it's... Bishop e2. How do you do progress? King c8? No, you've been there already. Bishop f1. Sorry, guys, can someone tell me how the heck you making progress? Did I see something? Knight g6 now. You telling me knight g6 is a great move, but the black king has to be on d file? So we discard the non-set... Oh my god, this is so complicated. You say bishop f1, king b8, and then b6, and you're winning. So b6, after all, not a bad idea. This is so bloody complicated. Wait a minute. King b8, bishop e2, we said that. And b6 is awful. Oh, come on. King d7, bishop e2, knight g6. So this is the breakthrough. Guys, I think I probably found it. You do knight g6 as Nakamura did, but you need to have king on d7 first. Nakamura played knight g6 whilst the king was on c7. So there's something that the engine hates about it. The engine hates knight g6 now with the king on the c file. The engine wants you to have the king on the d file. So for the sake of understanding, king d7. Well, yeah, after this one, yeah, I didn't even look at bishop h3. But let's say bishop e2, fine. And now the engine says knight g6 in order to come f4. And now white has to play something. Something. Anything. No, that's a disaster. Because you move, and yeah, okay. So king d3. Okay, so that's it then. Bishop f3, bishop d3. Let's say bishop d3. Knight f4. Bishop e4. Okay. King c7. This is incredibly difficult. King c7. Oh, Lord. So what was wrong with Nakamura playing g6 then? Jesus Christ. Why knight g6 doesn't win? Okay, look, I don't know. It's very frustrating. If the king is on d7, you play knight g6 and you win. If the king is... I don't know. Okay, it's clear here, at least. Why is knight g6 not winning? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So I understand that White King needs to go b5 and push this guy, and that's it, draw guaranteed. It's still not very clear to me why, if the Black King is on d7, then you can go knight g6 and win. b6 is going to happen regardless. Let me try something again. So, king d7, fine. Bishop e2, fine. Now knight g6 works. Let's say b6 as we were. Takes and takes. Sorry. Yeah. What do you play? Knight e5 and stopping this. Guys, I think the whole idea was that the bishop had to be forced by a tempo to be on the E, not on the F, because being on the F, they could go this way. Being on E, you can eventually then stop with knight e5. Very complicated. Again, I think it's nothing about king D or c7. I think it has to do with not allowing the bishop to taking activity on this diagonal. You tell me you think I'm wrong. So I think now black needs to win a tempo. Black needs to win a tempo, guys. Before playing knight g6, black needs to make sure that the bishop won't making it on this diagonal. But it's not clear. So king d7, white has to play. So you have to do something. Bishop e2. And when you do knight g6, and they push this stuff, you actually don't even bother. Well, you could take. So let's say this guy takes. And then when they play knight e5, there is no bishop coming. Right. You could do a full lecture for like 2 hours with this. You tell me that actually it is important, not necessarily c7, d7 that much, as per being able to hit the bishop when they go on g or f or e2, f3. This is very difficult. This is the most difficult puzzle today. It's absolutely crazy difficult. I'm going to check with the other folks. I'm going to check with you. I'm going to check with myself. I'm going to check again. Itachi says c6 instead of b6. What? C6 instead of b6. I'm not sure c6. I think it's bad for white because black wins due to triple defense on c6. You're going to dropping all the pawns. c6 is losing very quickly for white. If c6. The stuff I wanted to understand was if c7 or d7 is a big difference in itself in terms of tempo of the king being closer to the two black pawns or closer to the center, one. Why knight g6 is a is a blunder whilst the king is on c7. That makes me think because the white bishop can actually go on the g2 diagonal b7. Because b6 fixes the black pawn on b7. Jesus Christ. So this one, the engine says it's a catastrophe because of the stuff we've seen happened. You don't win with knight g6 now. You win if you play. It's not because the king is on d7. You need to wait for the bishop to be e2, so you play knight e5 and prevent them from doing this. Oh, boy. I think so. I think so. So knight g6 is bad now because of the stuff we said. b6 fixing this guy as a weakness. and then attacking d3, go for d4. If you play king d7, you're forcing white to do something. Anything black tries here is going to weaken that majority, and actually he's going to lose it. And he needs to move something. King can't move meaningfully anywhere. You can't go b3 because of this pawn going down. So you have to play the bishop. You have to play the bishop. If you go bishop g2, you lose the protection of the d3. Therefore, black pushes, and then you toast because the two pawns are connected, supported by the knight. You're dead. So yeah, I think we might get just a little bit closer. The reason is you need to forcing the white bishop to do something. You need to force the bishop to go somewhere. Either E or G. You need to make it do that. If they do G, you're going to push the D3 and you're going to get closer to promotion. If the bishop goes D3, you're going to take, king's going to take, and the white king is going to stay stuck forever. It can't touch this guy because they're going to lose the other black pawn, go for promotion. So here, black is supposed to play the king d7 as a waiting tempo. Not now. You need to play king d7 because now bishop has to move. Raul, I think I found the very difficult solution to this crazy puzzle that was in the Javokir Nakamura. Hikaru didn't win because he played knight g6 now, which leads to a draw, and we can look through. Knight f4 is still not enough to winning after b6. The move is king d7 or king d8 or king c or king b, because then the bishop has to play. Since the white king can't go nowhere, the three white pawns have no reason to push them because you're going to be weakening and losing those guys. You have to move the bishop. So king d7, king c8, king d8, or king b8, bishop has to play. You can't move the king, you can't move these guys. You need the tempo to forcing bishop to go. So where does the bishop go? If the bishop goes g2, you're going to push d3, and that's it, you're killing white. If the bishop goes h3, well, you're going to have to move sort of out of check. But then if they go back on f1, oh, for Christ's sake. So if this is the thing happening, you're going to go c7, right? What about bishop f1 back again? Okay, you go b8, fine. b6, okay, takes. Still, white has to do something. And now they have to move the bishop or the king. So, I mean, what do? No, black's turn to play. You don't do knight g6. You don't do knight g6. You play king c8. Now the bishop has to play something. So let's say bishop b5. You don't push yet because there's two defenders there. You're going to move king something. My God, this is crazy difficult. a6 takes and takes. Jesus Christ. But I think I got the right idea. This is a very difficult puzzle. The right idea is you need the tempo to forcing the bishop to go out from the f1 so you can eventually push this guy. It's the biggest finesse, and it's crazy difficult. And to see this in a minute, it's insane. Yeah, that was it. I got the broad idea, but it's very meticulous. It's very pedantic to put it in practice and to understand. Because d3. Raul, thanks for asking. I think I found why not bishop g2, because d3. And yeah, the problem is those two guys. And they've got the knight too. Black has the knight as well. So that's why we need the tempo to forcing the black bishop, the bishop to commit itself to going somewhere. If the bishop goes on g2 and stuff, you push. Probably, let me just go back a little bit. Probably the black king maybe should go c7 as per not getting checked. So, wait a minute. Well, you go back now to d7, fine. They did this. Now, c7, they go f1. Let's maintain ourselves on the dark squares. Bishop e2, and now knight g6 is working. Again, this is absolutely different level of puzzle. I think it's absolutely insane. I think I kind of get it after like a billion years. Black needs to win a tempo so that the bishop commits and goes away from the d3, where it's double protecting bishop and the king. So the black can't push the pawn as long as the bishop and the kings are here. That's one stuff. Very important. If the bishop goes g2, you're able to go d3 and white is toast. If the bishop goes h3, you go on a dark square and stay there. You go on a dark square, stay there. The bishop might go back. Again, you need to win a tempo, waste the move with king b8, say. You stay on dark squares so that the bishop doesn't check you, king. They go bishop e2. Again, you need to. Now you can go knight g6. Because if the king plays here, you're going to play knight f4. So now you go knight g6, king goes here, knight f4. And you're winning. This is insanely difficult and at the same time is splendid. Hikaru had an issue with finding the right tempi and forcing the bishop to put himself. You need to make white get in. You need to put white in Zugzwang. That was the thing. You need to put the white in Zugzwang. So that's it. You need to create the Zugzwang here so that the bishop goes on a bad square so you could take advantage either with d3 if they go away. Try to keep the king away from the incoming checks on h3. So king on dark squares, just moving around those guys, b8, c7, b8, c7. Keep the status quo here. And what if the bishop goes g2, you push d3. If they go here, so let me just go again. So king b8, fine. If bishop to e2, now you can safely perform the g6 coming f4. Oh my God. But at this stage, Raul, there is no good move for white at this stage. There's nothing you could do at this stage. White can't do nothing. Javakir was very lucky to have drawn, and it was insanely difficult ending. If the king goes, I'm not sure where the king goes. I'm not sure what kind of follow-up you could have. Knight f4 can't be stopped. It can't be stopped. I don't know where you go. I guess you just keep hitting this guy. And the king had run away from d3, so you will be able, after bishop goes to wherever the bishop goes, you would be able to pushing d3 and then pushing one more time. All the guys being on dark squares. That paralyzes the king completely, and your guys are not attackable by the bishop. All those pieces are not attackable by the bishop. Is probably the most beautiful puzzle in half a year or something. Because you only need to win a tempo. That's the secret here. What makes it very difficult, Raul? What makes this puzzle very difficult is that you need to win by creating a tempo, putting white in Zugzwang so that the bishop commits. So you take advantage of by the d3 because the bishop is far away. Or you play the knight g6, knight f4. That's a conference in itself. So this puzzle alone is a conference in itself. Only this position. Only this position is a whole conference. My Lord. How crazy that is, eh? How crazy that is. I'm going to go get myself a coffee, fellas. And maybe then I'll play a blitz or something. Wow. Okay, let me just get myself a coffee. loaded. All right, let's do a quick puzzle or something. Yeah, see you, Hugo. Take care, man. Okay. All right. Let's do a puzzle or two. Do they do tournaments here on Chess? Ultra Bullet. Oh Lord. Super Blitz Arena. Yeah, sure. Super Blitz Arena. What's it? 3-0. Okay, that's it. You guys, you can join this one just for the fun of it. I'm probably gonna be playing just a few. 27 minutes left from the Blitz Chess and things. Waiting to being paired up. Come on. 3-0. 3-0, 3-0. Where's my opponent? There he is. Okay, let's play some. Petrushka, 63. Petrushka, 63, playing the Caro. Let's hit the knight. Because we can. Do we take? I don't know. Knight f3 though. I'm not sure I want to take the knight just yet. Let me go on a more... Actually, maybe a3 and then c4. Because I don't want the knight to attack my beautiful bishop. If they take, I'll take with a knight, I guess. Let's hit the knight. So knight now has to go. Enemy castle. Let's take all the space. Maintaining the blockade. Okay. Yeah, just developing. You know, I could... Well, I got a plan. I'll push this guy. Then they can't take because I'm going to take on a6. Right? Taking all the space from them. They can't take. They cannot take. So, but they want to come here. Should they? Well, they can't go bloody no. Let me play g3 first. I'm going to tell you why. I want to play this and that. I want to play h4. I want to play h5. Do I take? No, not just yet. I don't think I need to act upon the b5 pawn. Maybe I should have played the a5 actually to start. Oh, sugar, I didn't see that. Let's cut off here. Let's shut off there. Okay, they take, I take. Wait a minute. What's this guy doing? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, I think I'm doing fine. I'm gonna play rook f to h. I think it should be okay, right? I can even do sacrifices, dudes. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Hey, how is this not working? It's gotta work. The bishop on b7 doesn't exist at all. So they take, I take back, obviously. They didn't even bother taking. Oh, Lord. Taken anyway. Checks and stuff. I need to get the rook, the other rook. Hey, Hugo, how's it going, brother? Yeah, we're going to go for this one. I'm playing a couple of blitzes here quickly. Queen is mine. No, I don't need the queen. I need to checkmate them. I don't need the queen. Thank you, Petrushka. I was just using the weaknesses you've created. But that was about it. 24 minutes left from the Super Blitz Arena, guys. Just to figure out that thing. So, we're playing the Mangarini now. If my opponent didn't do the homework, it's going to be difficult for them. If he knows what he plays, it's going to be a struggle for me. If they know what they play. But I kind of like it. I'm kind of feeling... No, they can't take. They can't take because, yeah, okay, I think I kind of like supposed to be winning here. They can't take the knight. I'm winning the rook now, fellas. I'm winning the rook. Well, I'm going to move again with a check. And I could play bishop. I could just... let me see. If I play bishop, he's going to harass my bishop. So let's just go here. Develop, 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 and nothing else but develop. Okay, they want to use that guy to check me and stuff. Should I check him first, though? I believe in check. I believe in check. There was a guy that said, when I check, I don't feel nothing. You know, there was a guy that said that. Yeah, but now... I'm going to play King C2, right? What's he doing? Ah, he goes after my guy there, stopping them. Oh my god, he's got another fork. What's this guy doing, man? He goes for a couple of weaknesses here. If I play bishop, he's gonna go c3. Well, you can't have them all. Oh, he gonna go anyway. Yeah, but I got another guy. Hold on a second. It's not that over. It's okay. It's okay. I got 2 minor pieces though. How bad can that be? It's not that bad. It's okay. Let's get the knights rolling now. Let's get the knights in action everywhere. Okay, he kicks me, but I'm attacking. Just keep up with the attack. Hey, I had a check here and stuff. He pins me, right? I hate the pin, but he's gonna lose the bishop now. He's gonna lose the bishop because we're taking here. Going for c5, g7. Okay, it's crumbling. It's gone, I guess. I don't need to do nothing about that knight. All right, he wants to... Okay, I think I know what he wants, but... They should resign, I guess, but... He's free not to resign. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, you can join the Super Blitz Arena on Leeches and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the Nakamura Javok here. My God, I think Nakamura gonna beat himself to death after... but... Tough one. Nice e6. Playing the Sicilian now. Hugo, if you want, we can play Rapid, brother, after this one. Or you could tell me to look into your last Rapid game you played. I'm happy to look into that. Oh, now I go either here or there. No, wait a minute. They took the queen. So why not just attack the queen? Really? They took the queen, I'm attacking the queen. If they took the pawn, I was supposed to play knight b and this and that. But they took the queen, so I think that wins a bit of a tempo. Now I'm just developing again. Yeah, okay. I'm expecting bishop e3 here. Oh, but the guy took. Well, if they took. If they took, they took. Hey, I'm in a pin. I don't like that. Pin is a very psychological thing and all. Don't stay in a pin. Try to break the pin as soon as you can, Hugo. Don't stay in a pin because you get in trouble. Can I take? Yeah, not really. Can I go a5? Of course I can. And I'm going to take it from there. I think it's starting looking promising. Should I? This I like it because of the h2, a2 ideas. He's going to get checkmated in 2 moves. Queen takes once, king c1, and then again checkmate here. And checkmate next move after he moves, king to c1. We were lucky with this one. Okay. So, Hugo, you're playing on Leeches Rapids. Have you got any Rapids in your personal archive on leeches.org? If you got Rapids, definitely I'll pick up your last Rapid and very friendly analyze it. If you haven't, then, you know, I could just play a friendly game with you and a casual one and stuff like that. Hey, what's this webcam here? Just doing funny stuff. I think I should move it to the left or right. I'm not sure. Oh my God, I move it too much. On the other side. I don't know how to position these things. Is there any better? Maybe. Maybe. Hey, where's the board? Oh, there it is. Did I lose? White didn't move. Black is victorious. How many points did I... Oh, you gotta be joking me. I lost 10 points because I was fiddling with the webcam? I mean, what? I was trying to fix the camera. So lost 10 points because I lost 10 points because I was arranging the webcam. Okay, fine. Oh, wow. I didn't make a bloody move. I didn't even make a move. Oh, well. What the hell. Okay, let's try apply ourselves to the current game here. Budapest Gambit. Attacking queen with tempo, pinning the knight. I'm in a pin. I hate it. I think I can still stay there for the time being. Oh, I got a plan. Now I can't do this anymore. I still have a plan though. I'm still having a plan. I'm gonna play this, then play this. Where's gonna get with the queen? Well, that's his problem, not my problem. So we're gonna go a4 here, Hugo. Attacking queen. Where's the queen gonna go? Like where? Where's the queen gonna play? So that was the whole master plan. Okay, he didn't move it though. He removed that guy. Wait a minute. Should I push B? Should I play the knight here? Let's play this. And maybe... Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, could we bang boom? Yes and no. Queen needs to go, I guess, somewhere. Let me go here. Take that guy later on. Can I attack this guy like this? I guess I sort of can, right? You're gonna take with the knight. You're gonna take with the knight. Knight takes c5. And then this. Maybe this, so that I don't allow the bishop to take. Okay-ish, I think. There is still happenings. I think it's playable. Huh. He chose to move that guy a bit. Let's stack the queen for the time being. We'll take it from there. We'll see. We'll see. He goes for the bishop and stuff. Okay, let's take it now. He has to take back with something. So we're gonna go knight b4 next. I'm gonna try knight b4 next. Or maybe, let me think. Yeah, I like this idea more. Queen under attack, a2 under attack. He could do... No, that's not good for him. If he plays queen to f5, he loses because bishop takes. Okay, I get it. But I guess I could take here. And then could play stuff. I don't know, things. Also, doubling up on the A should be a very positive idea. There's many ideas. I don't know which one's best. Maybe just the classical, just get the rooks. Maybe, you know. What is it doing, man? Does that mean anything? I'm going to play this, then I'm going to get the other rook over. Does that work? I think it should work. See you. Hey, Raul, cheers, brother. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, Raul, if it was in any extent enjoyable or entertaining, or what's the guy doing? Check rook takes. I need the queen to do something. Do I have time to? So if he pushes, I'm going to play h4 and avoid any trade. Try to get myself here. So if you wanted that... Oh, wait a sec. Why the hell didn't I play e6 in the first place? My God, I'm such a slow thinker. I'm more like a tinker. I'm not a thinker. If they pushed... Yeah, well, you know... Let's just go for this, man. If they move the knight, it's a checkmate. If they don't move the knight, I'll take. Oh, he... What? Well, take for the queen, pal. Okay, I think it's cooked. I think. I think. Like, can I sack a rook here, or I'm just getting overly confident? Let's take this guy first thing first. Checkmate is coming. Checkmate is coming. Okay. I was lucky a little bit with the mess in the end. And I'm glad I was wise enough not to fiddle with the webcam so I don't lose 10 points arranging the webcam. So you guys make sure please you follow me on TikTok, fellas, or subscribe to YouTube and things. Greatly appreciate. Let's go now. Or whatever the platform there is, because I'm multi-broadcasting on 6 destinations, I think. I always forget one or two of them to mention. So my apologies. Also, I don't have the chat all centralized in one single chat. I have to switch the tab with the TikTok and but I'm doing my best. Let's play the King's Gambit then. Knight f3. I'm going to get this guy quickly out. After black moves whatever they move. No. I changed my mind because I'll take this guy on f4. And I'm going to make a pin now. Double pawns on c to my opponents. Castle quickly. Pre-move, by the way. I made a pre-move. I'm going to go h3 or queen d3. Queen d3, protect e4, and I'm out of the pin. This trouble guy that was I gave me. Now I don't know what I'm playing. Knight c3. I mean, I do know, but I think it's good. I have to be careful about this guy, but I think it's kind of good. Rook b1 to protect b2. What's he doing? He goes after my guy. That's a bad boy. Let's go here. I'll do something like this. Yeah, now you've got to move your guy, please. Thank you very much. Go. Move that rook, buddy. You don't gonna move the rook? I'm gonna take it. Okay, let me just get the knight on a better position. I'm gonna make it a mess very soon. Well, that don't help them. Okay, I start to enjoying it now. What do I take? Do I take h6? That's not strong enough, man. Let's go with this one first. Just threatening checkmate, queen g7 checkmate, or knight h6 is pinned everything, but I'll go for the checkmate. It doesn't really work. If I take, it's not that good. I should have taken that guy ages ago. I don't know yet. Wait a minute. Come on, be my guest. Come on, take the bishop or the pawn. Let's see what happens. Oh, I had hopes, but you know. Oh, checkmate is coming. Yeah, don't think he can defend. There's the problem with the g file. He just opened and now queen to g7. Or they could delay it with knight blocking, but I've got, yeah, that doesn't work. Unless you want to give me the queen, but that's just a delay of the same thing happening. It's, yeah. So Hugo, you rather play rapid, brother. Don't go for. Oh, when you tell me your username, Hugo, when you tell me the username, I'm gonna type in the magnifier section the username. I'm gonna go to your game, and your games are public. Like my games are public. They're not hidden. I don't think you got the feature only just to, hiding your archive. So the games are public. Is this guy going bishop? What's this guy doing, man? Jesus Christ. Is this guy serious? That got me really confused. Okay. Oh, white resigned. I mean, I don't know what the heck the guy did. Anyway, don't matter. So, Hugo, when you play a game, all the games that you do are publicly transparent. Oh, you don't have a username. Oh, I see. Well, actually, you need to have an account, which is the stuff that requires you to having a username. But then you need an email address. So let's do this. You've got to talk to your parents to make an account for you on lichess.org because you need an email address. And so you gotta talk to your parents first. So if your parents available, ask them to helping you create an account. Make sure to tick off the chat feature on Lichess so no one talks to you or you to them. And you just apply yourself to playing chess and that's it. So you need an email address for this. So your parents will have to create one for you, like an account on Leechess, and you can use your mom or dad's email address. And I think that's the best way. If you have an account, okay. Wait, let me see. What am I supposed to be playing here? Should I develop? Let's go bishop f5 if I can. Well, okay. What's this guy doing? Can I play this? Let me take it first. Now let's go like this. Some bishop e4 is gonna happen anyway, I guess. Let's just play this. Wait a minute. I'll tell you why I just decided this. I want to play this kind of funky stuff. I won't take this guy now. I'm gonna castle. If I change my mind in a second, it's because I might see some better lines. So now c2 looks very, very exploitable here. Well, not anymore. But let's make a pin first. And then some queen a5. I think black should be sort of winning. I could even take that knight when the time comes, which I think the time is now. Try to get rid of the knight first. Yeah, I think I'll take this guy right now. Yeah, I think I do. And now the a2 is capturable. So, yeah, I think so very much. I think so. I think it was a good sacrifice that I played with rook takes c3, removing the defender of the a2. And then I could go with the queen, check. Well, let's see how he takes back with. Okay, that's a check. Let me think. We got another check. They got to move here. I got to be careful of this, but also... that doesn't bloody work. Wait a minute. I could play something like this and threatening some forks and stuff. Okay. Let's kick this knight away now. It's getting funny. It's getting funny. He got to move this guy, I guess. He didn't. You want to open up the thing? Oh, check. This guy is playing funny. If I take, does he have... How is he going to double up that quickly? Well, he can get the queen right now. Oh, Lord. Did I miss that one? Of course I did miss it. Yeah, let's... No, I can't do this. But I have to do it. Yeah, I miscalculated that one. They're going to take now with a something. With a rook, I guess. Check, but then they're going to move. Yeah, that was it. I miscalculated the whole damn thing. Checkmate is coming. I shouldn't have taken that knight. That was a very poisonous knight. And now checkmate on h1 or h7 can't be stopped, right? It can't be stopped. I'm going to play something lousy because it's h7 available, but maybe they go h8 or something. But maybe they won't. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that knight. I shouldn't have. Good game. Very well played, my friend. Good, but make sure you tell your parents that you've used their email address. So please make sure you tell your dad that you use their email address, okay? Make sure they know. All right, this is a French defense. What allows me to... What's that? Black resigned. Why did Black resign? I don't know, maybe they had to go... go to the buy some groceries or something. Yeah, I think they had to go buy some groceries, and that was it. Yeah, so as long as you tell your parents, it's cool. They need to know what you're using that email address for. And also tick off the chat in the Leechess. Okay, I think in 2 minutes I'm just going to play rapid with you, Hugo. All right, you just tell me your username. Type in just the username, no email address. Just tell me the username. Like you can see on my screen, I'm having Soren Chess Coach, the guy I'm playing, Krzysztof 83. So just type in, tell me just the username, and that's it. I'm going to issue a challenge, and we're going to play a casual game, of course. No points lost or anything. Going to be just for training purposes. C5 takes, okay, knight C6. I could go knight A4, I guess. Let's take more space from them. Planning on knight A4. Nothing funny. Do you think F6? Okay, they took. That's easy for me. I'm happy they took. Oh, my lord. They really want to trade off everything now. Okay. If they take, I'm going to take with this guy, opening up the F file for my rook and such. I'm having this. I'll move rook B8 now, looking at the B2 square. Oh, they want to open up now. Gee, man, what? I think I sort of have to take. Okay, let's take then. And now he attacks the A7 pawn. How do I defend that guy? I don't want to go back. Well, let's play this. Okay, bishop takes, rook takes. You can't have them all. Yeah, maybe there was something to be. Okay, all right. Okay, he didn't. Oh, all right. Or else it's him. Let's play this. Maybe. You never know. Oh. Shall we try to relocate the queen a bit? Also, this guy is hanging. I'm not sure. Shall I go for that guy? With what? With the queen? With the rook? With what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But a pawn is a pawn, though. Okay, let's simplify things. I'm going to make a battery then. Ooh, he's attacking c6 now. I think I have to go here. Unfortunately, I have to play a little bit defensive. I got to look after the c6 pawn. And okay, now it's getting interesting. Takes. I think I might have a checkmate. So let me create a little bit of a... Is it going to take? No, he didn't take because he knows he's going to get checkmated on the back rank. Now, I'm not sure how am I supposed to play it. Do I push this guy? No, I can't because my queen is hanging. Oh, sugar. I got to change plans. Sorry, it's not... I'll try something. I'm not sure it works though, but I have to try it. Oh no, he's got like 3 billion. He got a C8. Oh no. He got a C8. It doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm in check. Yeah, he's attacking my pawn. Not that great. He's gonna go with more checks and stuff. Prophylactically moving rook b. That's incredibly passive move. It doesn't do anything. He has all the initiative and stuff. I'm gonna try to survive as much as I can, but I think it's a bit difficult for black here. Minus a pawn. The guy has the rook's freedom to do whatever he wants. King's in a better position. The white king's in a better position, safer, and I'm not doing anything. I'd be happy actually with a draw if that were to be. I've run out of ideas. I don't have anything to play here. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to play. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll go with this kind of stuff, but that doesn't mean anything. You're gonna try to break through with the pawns and things. Very difficult to survive. Let's say playing this, yeah, maybe more and more presence. I'm not sure what I'm doing. He's gonna push the other pawn, this pawn. He can push whatever pawn he wants, whether H or F. Okay, maybe. He got the upper hand. He's doing better and I'm just trying to survive somehow. Oh no, I blundered. I blundered. I blundered. I blundered. There was a blunder. I blundered. The pawn was pinned, and it was no check when I took. So yeah. All right, I think this one is done, fellas. Right, Hugo, tell me the username again, and I'm gonna be typing in, finding it, and issue a challenge. So just let me know when you're ready. If you create an account, if you created an account, Hugo, we're ready to go. Thanks, Bashir, for joining. And yeah, you guys can follow me either TikTok or subscribe to YouTube. Who's this? Oh, still Super Blitz Arena. So wait a minute. Isn't this thing done? What? I don't know what's this. E4, E6, Knight F3, Bishop E7. I don't know what's this. Oh, probably that's from. Okay, whatever. Right. Yeah. Thanks for following or subscribing, guys. Hey, Stefan. How's it going, man? If you want to play a friendly, we can do it now, guys. You just tell me the username. Tell me the username, and we'll create a casual one, and we can go for a very friendly game. If not, let's say I'm just gonna play somebody. So Hugo, if you have an account already created, and if your dad's happy, let's play rapid, a casual one, or I could analyze your last rapid you played. Let me know when you take a decision. Mac and Gabbard, thanks for being here, fellas. Cheers, man. Okay, I'm gonna create a game. I'm gonna create a 5-3. Okay, 5-3. Then rated go. Okay, I am being. Wait a second. Am I? Yeah, I'm white. Yeah, yeah. Okay, playing Joachim. I think H4 is the theoretical move. I don't take yet. Going a bit more central. Nice C3. Everything's by the book. Absolutely everything up to move number 7 is by the book, including Queen D3. They took. If I take with the queen, I'm losing D4. So I'll take with G takes F3. Double attack here. I can pin. I could play Knight E2, or I can pin. Okay, let's pin. Maybe I'll be able to create a weakness or something. You know, by taking the knight on C6, B takes C6, maybe I'm creating a weakness. Oh Lord, the guy didn't even bother. Let's get more stuff in action, and then I'm gonna think about what to do exactly. I'm gonna let them take if they want to. Also, I need to do something with the knight. Maybe knight here. Maybe bishop here. Yeah, well, sure. Maybe. Now I have to readjust. If I push, the guy's gonna play the knight. If I take, you're gonna take with a pawn. Yeah, unfortunately I have to go for this kind of stuff. Do I castle very quickly? Or do I play this first? We'll see. Difficult. I think the guy played very good, very nice. The first 10 moves I think were absolutely super theoretical. And now we just do tactics. Someone's gonna do something not very wise. He can't castle anymore. Alright. Well, then I'm castling anyway. I'll try stuff. I could even. Okay, he goes for a couple of ideas. But if I do this, is that bad? I mean, the knight can't move now because the knight is pinned, I guess. So should be workable. Also, I have to explore moving the d4 to d5. Bishop takes, queen takes. I guess. Okay. I'm not sure how do I. Actually, he's ready now to move the knight. But let's play this one first. It might work. So if bishop takes, queen takes, right? And he can't move the knight because some checkmate happening right there. But now I can't take because if I take, I lose the knight. So I gotta figure out something else. C6, you're gonna move there. If I take knight, if I play the knight here, you're gonna take one more time. Queen C6. Yeah, I have to play this. Unfortunately, I have to play this. I'm losing the F3 though. You're gonna have to move the rook, right? Sorry, man. What is he going for? He didn't take on F3, did he? Okay. I'm gonna play this one. Hey, it's 5 minutes and 3. It's not a minute. Okay, he goes for the checkmate. Obviously. How do we break through the bloody knight? I need to make that knight go away. That'll make sense. Sort of. There's also a check here. But I'm going for knight c6 if it works. I'm gladly taking whatever. I gotta keep an eye on the f3. So I have to just get something. 3 to 5. 3, 3, 6. So he's got an extra. Okay, at least a rook is guaranteed. At least a rook. So queen has to go back rank to defend the rook. Knight takes, queen takes. Still not over. But anyway, maybe... What? Why is this guy finding interesting stuff here, you see? If I take the rook... Oh, what? The bloody guy just comes with this kind of ideas. The heck is this? And his checkmate on b2. Well, I could play this. Queen takes, knight takes. This is awful, man. This guy's so creative, eh? Jesus. Now, f3 is a problem. Taking here, attack the rook. That's not that great. I have to defend f3, man. He did find something so unexpected. Now what? Taking? They're going to play here. Knight is under attack. Here and then here. Okay, let's give it a shot. So, oh, sorry, pal. That was a mouse slip. I don't care what that was. I absolutely don't care what that was. I'll take the rook anytime. So, Hugo, you're still there. You want to play? Say it now, brother. If you want to play, do say it now. Okay. Ultra bullet. Ultra bullet? I barely do blitz. You want me to do ultra bullet? What's that ultra bullet? Like 30 seconds for the whole game? Oh, I think that's a bit too much. 30 seconds for the entirety of the game. What are you talking about? Um, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, let's just go with D75. Oh, whoa. Take this guy. Yeah, take this guy first. And take again. Happy to take the bishop anytime. Yeah. There's something interesting about this position. Can I go with a check? They're going to play G3. Let's just wait a bit. Let's just, where do I go? Here? Yeah, maybe I go here. I don't want him to play bishop d3 or so. They could play bishop c4. That is true. But there is stuff to do anyway. What's this guy going for the b7 now? Can I play this? I'm not sure. He goes for the b7, which is kind of important. Queen b6. Can they play this? Not really. Huh. So how's it playing? That's more of a question. So knight went back. Should I take a no powerful rook here? Rook 8 to d8. Is that bad? I don't think it's bad. It can't be bad placing the rook where the white queen is, in principle. It can't be bad. It can't be that bad. And I've got all sorts of ideas now. You know, I'm still liking it. I still like it, including this. Because if I open the E, I can attack their king, which is on an open file E. He didn't castle at all. Now, let me think just a bit. Yeah, no, bloody hell. I'll take with this one, and I'm going to attack with E. I think he got an issue now. I think he's got an issue now because rook F to E8 is coming, attacking the king. And he didn't castle at all. So let's do a check first with the rook. King is moving. Wait a minute. Taken on d3. That's another idea. Knight here, check. King's gonna move. What about knight now? That's awful. What the heck am I talking about? Let's take this guy first thing first. Let's just do this. Now we can mess around a bit. I think I have to. I love to do that. Let me do a check first. Let me do a check first. Now we go for this. Check again. And I'm going to attack the queen and stuff. I don't think it's the most ideal place for the white king to be. He should have castled ages ago. Well, let's attack whatever we can. Let's attack everything. And there is also some ideas about queen g6, queen g3. There's many ideas. Probably after queen g6, you're going to take the knight, right? There is many ideas. No, that's a blunder. Because he takes the knight, I think. Okay, that's a checkmate threat just like that. He should have castled ages ago. Exactly as I said. Well, let's take with what? With this guy. I got this. I got many good ideas here. Very many good ideas. The rook on h1 doesn't exist. Hey, Hugo, good man. Good. We're gonna do it. Yep. I could do this. I could do this. Of course I can. If he plays this, then. Oh, just forget about it. Let's try keep it nice and simple. Full strength on the E file. King is stranded. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem, right? And that's about it. Yeah, Hugo. Thank you, Hugo Progo. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna find you in a second. In a second, mate. And then we're gonna do a very friendly one, unrated and stuff. So what I want to do next is rook e1. So even if white responds with rook h3, I'm going to do rook e1. But that's just done. Queen takes, rook takes. I don't care. Winning. Checkmate. Yeah, that should be enough for black to win. Exactly right. So, Hugo, let's find you, my friend. All right, let's go to the home page. Now, what I'm doing is typing in your username and... Oh, sorry, I misspelled. There you are. Cool, you've created the account. Excellent. Now I'm going to issue a challenge. Okay, challenge to a game. So you are online, that's cool. Let's make it, as we said, casual. Let's make it, okay, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, okay, real time, time control, this. Casual, cool. Now, feel free to accept the challenge. You're not going to be losing any points. I'm not going to be losing any points. We could just do this for training purposes. Cool stuff. Okay. I'm white. Okay, I'm going to start with d4 as per normal. Take your time. Relax. And this is the king's gambit. You mustn't necessarily accept it. I mean, you could take it. There was also the Folkby counter gambit, but that's another chapter. Normally is the g5 refutation of the king's gambit. That's not a bad move either. I'm going to play d4 because I want to take the center. And potentially I'd like to get my bishop to grabbing on f4. If I can. Which I'm going to take right now. You still need to keep up with the developing somehow. Maybe making a pin. Maybe pinning my knight. Yeah, I think better would have been to pin. f6 is that kind of idea that subjects your king to potential attacks on the light squares. Not now, not right now, but in the future. So you have to be mindful, Hugo, you got to be mindful about some incomings from the queen, and together with the bishop could be complicated for black. f6 I don't think is very advisable to play. Yeah, I think there was a Dutch crazy variation. There was a variation. What was that? Dutch Leningrad something. It was a variation with f6. But that's not very advisable either because of the fork. So bishop g4 would have been better because bishop e6, Hugo, allows white to pushing the pawn d4 to d5, and actually you are dropping a minor piece. Can we take the move back? Let me see if we take. No. Okay. So there is a thing with the fork here. So let's make it a draw, start another one, because you gave me a piece for free. And, okay, I'm going to send a draw request for you. Because I'm winning a piece. And winning a piece meaning, so that's unrated. Let me check again. It should be unrated, right? You're dropping a piece here, Hugo. I'm taking on c6. And there is no other good stuff for black to happen. f6 takes the knight. You can't develop. And losing a piece means you kind of lose the game. Yeah, so... okay, now you're white. Don't move it very fast. Develop with any knight, a bishop, play a c4, knight f3. Okay, d5. You could play bishop f4. You could play e3. You could play c4. All of this good stuff. I could play bishop f5. I could play a pin. Maybe bishop f5. Now, when you play d3, I don't say it's the end of the world, but the bishop can't move out. So that would be the London system to have it played. Okay, you develop nice c3. I don't think it's bad at all. I'm just playing very positional. e7 to e6, ready to make perhaps a pin, ready to play perhaps bishop d6. You attacking me now. I'm gonna stop the check with tempo because now your bishop has to move. Make sure, Hugo, you move the bishop to safety, or I'll just take it. Make sure you move the bishop again. I'll take it if you don't move the bishop. I would advise probably bishop b3. And if I do a5, you got to play either a3 or a4. So make sure you save your bishop again. Because if you allow me, Hugo, a4, you drop the bishop. Practically, you just lost the game. Good. That's good. If I ever take, would be bad for me because you're getting, again, in a very good position. So now I'm going to take a little bit of space. Knight has to move. So you allowed massive expansion on the queen side for black here. And yeah, bishop d6 developing. You could castle. You could ponder about c3, bishop d2 happening. You will need to do that at some point. But maybe king safety mustn't be neglected for the time being. So maybe castle now whilst you can. Maybe. Oh, you go c4. Okay. Do I have to take en passant? Well, I could take en passant if I want. That is b takes c3. I could take en passant if I wanted to. If I don't, you could push this guy, but I'm going to drop it here. I think I should take en passant now. Yeah. Oh, I was expecting you to take with the knight, though, Hugo. I was expecting you to take with the knight. So, you know, knight on the rim is not that great. Your knights, your pieces need to be in the center. I'm just castling. You need to, yeah, okay, you castled. I'm making a pin. Make sure you don't move the knight, or make sure you break the pin somehow. Try to break the pin, Hugo, with something. Don't move the knight, though. Okay. I don't want to take. I think I'm going to move. Maybe not just yet. Maybe I'm going to play just knight. I'm going to play a knight. Good. You try to break the pin. If I take, would be good for you because things are clear, but I don't want to take. Be careful if you want to push g4. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it's a funny stuff. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. Fully convinced. Takes. My queen is... Okay, I'm going to take on g4 because you... Yeah, now knight is pinned anyway, so to speak. And my queen is quite active, I guess. We'll see about that. Okay. I'm going to try to get my queen to attack the king now. I've got an almighty bishop here. So I just wanted to tell you to be careful about playing g4. Oh. Yeah, but the f3. So you try to move away from a perceived danger, but you subjected your knight to complete now capture. I mean, yeah, maybe we should make it a draw because it's not going to be very well for white. After bishop takes f3, I'm not sure what we're playing. So let's make it a draw, Hugo. I don't think, and actually, you know something? Let's make it a draw, and then we're gonna go back to that very position where you pushed g4. I think it was a little bit premature. Hold on. Now we're not gonna start another game. If you allow me, let's just go a little bit together back. Here, Hugo, you watching? I hope you're watching, right? So in this moment, before we ask the engine and stuff and all, I don't think white should necessarily push this guy. I'm talking about the g2 to g4. I don't think you should do that. Because there's already a bishop. I think black should sacrifice the knight for pin and then queen activity. And I think it's very uncomfortable for white. The bishop here doesn't exist just yet. So I told you, I think, during the live game that you should be careful about playing g4. And if you're asking me, I guess we should look at other ideas. Maybe taking on d5. Maybe doing something with this bishop, but not just yet. The knight doesn't stay very well here. You should have played knight c3, not b takes c3 also earlier on. The knight on e2 doesn't sit well. I think white allowed black to build up this dominance here. The bishop is not very happy. Even if it were to go b2, I'm not sure what we're doing. Bishop d2, yeah. You can't play bishop a3. So also maybe you should be shutting off with c5. Maybe. But then again, I'm going to go c7 or b8. You have to be careful always about this stuff. So there were a few cumulative errors that led to an uncomfortable position. I think it's a minus. Yeah, it is a minus. And now I'm going to tell you something else. When you took on c3, you weren't supposed to take with the pawn. You were supposed to take with the knight. The engine says bishop c2, cd5, knight c3. Try to readjust the knight. c5. I did say c5. Queen d3. Okay, you give up on the... You're no longer pinned. You allow black to take on f3. The engine says also queen d3. Of course, I would have taken immediately. But when you play g4, I think the engine agrees with knight takes g4. Yeah, the engine agrees. Yes, of course. Let's go back. So let me go back when you took here. So en passant, I decided to take en passant. And I think you're supposed to take with the knight. Exactly. Because you're in a better position with the knight on c3. You mustn't take with the pawn because you denied the knight's activity. It's very difficult then to reshuffle your knight. So there were a few little errors, strategic errors, I would say. Not a blunder like losing pieces. I think it was more like a strategic error. So that's a strategy stuff you're supposed to take with the knight better than bc3. Yeah. So Hugo, as a general rule, we need to aim getting our pieces active, not being idled on the periphery of the board. The guys have to go in the middle. I hope that helps the understanding. If you understand that, it's good. You will know next time to actually play more active moves, getting your guys more active. Cool. You want to try another one? My Facebook and YouTube friends, guys, if you want to analyze your last stuff, let me know. I've got his queen, user 260, this and that. He got his queen. Okay. That means the other guy must have blundered. Otherwise, you couldn't have gotten the queen. You couldn't have gotten the queen. If Stefan's here, brother, if you want to analyze your last rapid or play casual, you're more than welcome, Stefan. Okay. Now playing, this is rated. Okay, 5 minutes and 3 second increment. That's a Sicilian. You guys know that. That requires from black to have done a little bit of homework. And if they've done the homework with the Mangarini, this one, it's not a problem. Interstellar. Hey, I remember, I think, someone with that username, Interstellar. Bit the teller. Probably everything stemmed from that famous film of Christopher Nolan, the Interstellar. Who was the film director? Christopher Nolan. And also great music too. Hans Zimmer composed this soundtrack for Interstellar. There was a saying that when Hans Zimmer creates music, actually they do films to match his music, not the other way around. So I love that idea. It was a humorous thing, but still. So they say Hans Zimmer creates music, and then the filmmakers need to do films to match his music. Yeah, he does very monumental creations, musically speaking. It's absolutely monumental. Not anymore. Still going for this. And now I have to take with a pawn. And now he could take, and I'll take with a king. Oh, Hans Zimmer is absolutely, totally. And not the only one in the business of creating monumental musics, but he is definitely, absolutely a league in its own. Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is what a creator. What a music he. I don't know how the hell he comes with those sounds. It's completely beyond any personal. It's just crazy. It's archetypal. He's doing some very strong music. Fabulous stuff, man. All the films all the musics he done in the films, it just pushes the film a few galaxies up. Whatever that is, Inception, music from the Inception, music from the what was that? The Da Vinci Code, and there's just a few, and there's many others. There is another music composer, Interstellar. Probably you know about the Max Richter, right? That guy is another, so to speak, another massive composer, minimalist composer, Max Richter. So is this? I adore this guy. So it's Max Richter, Hans Zimmer, and Philip Glass. I could listen to those guys like almost for an eternity. Philip Glass, absolutely phenomenal. Hans Zimmer, Max Richter. These guys are killing. I mean, wow. And there's not the only ones. There's Clint Mansell. He does also. He's American. He does also fabulous music. Check on Clint Mansell. Hey, it's my turn, for Christ's sake. Oh man, what am I supposed to do here? You said check Bishop. I think so. Yeah, so keep these guys in mind. The music is absolutely unbelievable. And there's more creators, but those in particular, if you're into this kind of a spatial and introspective kind of music, these guys are absolutely amazing. Totally. So what am I supposed to do? Knight f3 developing, bishop c4 pawn. Knight wants to come to e4, but I guess I can attack them perhaps. Should I do a check? Nah, I don't think so. Should I make a pawn? I could make a pawn. Let's make a pawn. Hey, what am I doing? Wasting moves with making all sorts of pins here? The guy castled already? Time to develop quickly or I'm just done. That's not okay. My king is too vulnerable. The heck am I doing? I'm supposed to castle. I got a pass pawn here. Okay. Oh my lord. Bishop e2. This is a must. Because otherwise he would have just... oh my lord. He's ganging up on my bishop. I think I'm just done. I could play this, but knight takes. This guy's gone. If I play this, bishop takes. It's completely compromised. Queen d2, bishop takes. I can't do nothing. I should have castled. Yeah, that thing with bishop g5 shouldn't have happened. Oh, those guys are monumental, Interstellar. That is absolutely. I'm sorry I can't put the music on my live stream because I'm going to have a bunch of warnings from hell knows that I'm using those guys' musics and music rights and stuff. So this is done. Can I? Oh yeah, I can defend like this, but this is an absolute pain. I'm going to tell you something. This is just awful. It's awful. I mean, you can't get more awful than that. I'm not sure how am I surviving this. And now he goes for this one. I can't protect them. Nothing works. Let me move the queen now. Awful. Bishop takes, knight takes, I would assume. If I survive this, I'm bishop what? Bishop what? Bishop e3. Yeah, probably. But I was very disconcerted with the. I don't like the position. I'm going to tell you something. I tend, if I don't like the position chronically, I just like. I feel I shouldn't be even playing it, but okay. I can't castle. I guess you can play knight g4, knight d5, going after my bishop. Yeah. I'm going to drop a pawn, but you can't have them all. Black is winning this, so it's a minus. It's a big minus here. I can't. Yeah, I'm going to lose this pawn now. Unless he blunders more than me or something. So this guy is going down, this pawn here. Rook takes c3. Rook takes c3. Probably this or maybe that. This because, yeah, I'm dreaming about some maybe tactics. But he's gonna take, I guess. Again, black is winning this. You're not going to allow this to happen. He's going to take the knight. Knight takes and the pawn takes because I don't want to trade off pieces because I'm losing quicker because of this, guys. What does he do? Can I go here? I think I have to. He has a check here, though. Queen c5, king h1. Yeah, exactly right. And now he can do whatever he wants, including this. Okay, let's move the queen. There is stuff. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. No, maybe not. I have to move the queen one more time somewhere. There's something here, but I can't do this because of this guy. So I can't move queen to g4 because there is a rook there and stuff. So guys, being a live game, just don't make live suggestions after the game. Yeah, we could discuss this and that. He just plays a6 or h6 and probably okay. H6 is a bit passive, but this one maybe not right now because it weakens the dark squares. If he plays g6, weakens the dark square. So probably not. He wants to trade, which I don't want to. I don't want to trade. And after this, I don't know. I could potentially go this. He takes me. I'll take him. It's very difficult. Not sure if that really works. At least I'm trying to create a little bit of mess. So if rook d8, I'm going to take b7, right? Then rook takes queen. Oh. This is it. Hold on a sec. I can still play this, though. Rook yeah, I can still play this. Yeah, well, okay. 40 seconds. Yeah. That's the only thing I tried to do, Jonathan. It's just maneuvering that bad knight. That's it. But now I'm double attacked. I have to defend the knight now. And I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to make a pin, for Christ's sake. Oh, come on. He's going to make a pin. That's bad. This is bad. Yeah. It's just bad as it is. And I have to play something like this because I got to be always careful about stuff. You're going to play this. He didn't. Oh, he wants to checkmate me. Just like that, you say. And now I have to give up on a full rook to just defend against the checkmate incoming. Are you going to play this one, I guess? He didn't. Where does he want to go? What's he doing? I need a few more tempi to engineer stuff, you say? I need a few more tempi here. I think he should. Yeah, he goes for simple stuff, you know. He got a billion checks everywhere. That's not good. That was awful. I shouldn't have played. Maybe Queen C7. Oh, come on. I think it's still playable, though. I might flag the guy. I mean, I played awful. Whatever I played, it was awful all along. But I might just simply flagging the guy somehow. You just move out of the back rank, and I'll just try to move a bit faster than this guy. But I was dead. I'm still a little bit dead. But hey, let's try to. Oh no, blunder! Oh no, my knight! Oh Lord, Jesus Christ! Yeah, blunders, guys. Blunders, 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 and blunders. Welcome to the blunders. I think I'm gonna get him flagged now. I think I'm gonna play with the knight exactly as Jonathan said. It's just a annoying knight that eats all the time. It was just the knight, in the end, at least. So it was a horrible game I played. I was dead long time ago. I was so dead, so dead. Horrible game. Oh my god, that's a horrible game I played. I don't feel any satisfaction. You know when you win a very bad game that you played? I got no satisfaction whatsoever. Uh, I won because I don't want to lose in the end, and I got the guy flagged. But it was a, I have no satisfaction and no pride in the game I played. But I'd rather win than lose. Yeah, even if it's time including. Time is a thing, you know. Yeah, he should have traded probably. He had a killing position. He would have killed me on various occasions. But I guess it takes its toll the time. It takes its toll. And we do bad stuff when lacking time. We do bad stuff. Yeah. So castle short here. And you guys please follow or subscribe so we can stay in touch for the future live streams. And Ultra Blunder. I don't even want to revisit the game, but that would be just paying me too much. I know I played the horrible stuff. I don't revisit it. There was just too many blunders. It's painful for me to look at dropping pieces and stuff. There's nothing to analyze. Just try not to blunder the piece. That is okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yes, yes, Jonathan. Yes, yes. It's good for black. This one is good. It's good. But then again, tactics are very important now. Incoming, you're gonna have to move a little bit the knight around here. You're not gonna. I mean, knight on a3 doesn't do nothing. He gotta play on c2, then redeploy the knight on e3, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Yeah, and I have to push the f pawn as well. I gotta push the f pawn, but it's gonna take him like 2 tempi to do that thing with the knight. So I think I'm okay with doing f5 very soon. Bishop b2 could be played. Bishop e2, bishop e2, knight c2. I think from white's point of view, okay, queen. That's not bad either. So I'm gonna play this, then this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. This, and if this, then this. Knight is a little bit awkward. They cost so long. Hey, I think it's time for me to break through somehow. I have to, man. I have to. I have to. I think this is the most priority thing. Now, I could take. Takes with the rook, takes with the pawn. Who cares? I have to remove this guy. Taking here. And I've got checks and stuff. Okay, okay. I hope I've done the correct choice here. So now I'm attacking rook with tempo, and I've got this guy as well. So let me highlight. I'm attacking the rook on d5, and I'm attacking the pawn on a2. Yeah, 2 sec, man. Wait a sec. Yeah, that's fine. But now I'm playing this thing. So I have it checked. They're going to move king B, right? Queen a5. Yeah, sure. Queen a5. Yeah. And then they play knight here. But I can pin. Let's check the king. Let's check the king. Now I can play queen a5 attacking this guy, the rook, right? They could play this. They can. They actually can. And then I'm gonna play this. Or I can move. No, oh look, I don't have time for this. It should be something. It should be something good here for black. I'm attacking the rook, by the way. So rook is on prey. Yes, tough theory. Okay, tough theory. My knight is under pressure. I have to move the knight, right? And I still need a few tempi to figure out stuff here. This guy is a bit hanging. Is he going to take it? If he takes it, no, he actually goes for more action. Right, wait a minute, man. Where do I get my rooks? Yeah, let's get the rooks on where the king is, actually. And we'll see. Maybe I can take the knight with the queen. Maybe. There's also queen. Yeah, but he's going to play b3. No, because he's going to... Okay, there's many good stuff happening. Wait a minute. Could I play this? No, that's ridiculous. I need to move the knight somewhere out of the way. Here. Then they take. Then I take. I'm not sure if that works. Maybe this is complete nonsense. I'm not sure that works. I'm not sure. There is some attacking stuff on the queen side. So I think I might have maybe one tempo extra. I might be able to attack him maybe a bit more. Time-wise is okay also. I moved the knight out of the way anyway. So now checkmate here. Checkmate right there. He could drop the queen, which I think he's going to do. There you go. Now I have... no, I don't have to move the queen anywhere. Or maybe I should play something like this. No, maybe I should play something like this. Or maybe I should play something like this, and then something like this. Rook here. What can he attack? What about this? There's a few lines of attack. Either doing this stuff, but it doesn't have to take. You're going to move the rook. He doesn't have to take. He doesn't have to take. So yeah, you know, you wish. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That was a mistake. That was a blunder. Not a mistake. That was a blunder. I shouldn't have played it. I should have just done anything else. Like moving the queen away. Rook takes, queen takes. I can't take that guy. Takes here. This guy takes, awful. Takes here. Well, I'm going to lose the rook. I can't move the queen anywhere. Wait a minute. No, I can't move the queen anywhere. Takes. Queen takes. I have to play this. But I think it's the Festival of Blunders had just started. I don't think that's the only blunder that will happen. I don't think so. The White King is a little bit naked, so I need to take advantage somehow. I think due to the... yeah, that makes sense, you know. But I think that also... Oh no, he's gonna take on f7. Gee. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna play. He's gonna play bishop takes f7. Yeah, resign. That was it, guys. Certainly I had better moves, maybe here. Don't play this nonsense. Probably just moving queen somewhere. Anything. Queen b5, queen a5, maybe queen b5. They take, okay, and then you play stuff. Yeah, so queen b5. Queen b5, definitely. Well, it was going pretty well up to this very point now, which is move number 22. And in retrospect, in hindsight, I think queen b4 is the winning move for black. I mean, that keeps black in very attacking position. Let's find out. I think it's a minus, a little bit of a minus at move, what is it? Here, move number 22. Let's have a look. Not a minus, f5. Oh, f5 with the old idea that I said. Rook b4 still playable? Are you crazy? How is this playable? What do I do? Jesus Christ, it's queen c3, man. My God, why didn't I think about that one? That guy's actually keeping it's still pinned. Oh no. That's what it means to be a human. What a disappointment to be a human. Rook b4, actually rook a6, queen c3 because the b2 pawn is pinned. Such a disappointment being a human. Humans. Disappointment after disappointment. Okay, f5 still a good stuff. Rook b4 still playable. Crazy. Queen e7 move out of the thing. Queen b4 is the worst possible move. Including the stuff that I did was still a little bit better. But hey. So this idea with rook b4 is good in terms of just mounting the pressure on the g2. After rook a6 I panicked. It's queen c3, man. I was absolutely convinced there is nothing to do on the third rank with the queen. I was completely convinced. I managed to convince myself, but actually no. I could have just simply survived with this. Ay. That was a bad stuff. Blimey. Alrighty, fellas, I think it's been more than 120 minutes now, so we'll be pausing for the time being. Enjoy your evenings. Tomorrow being Monday, I think in the evenings, like given like 7 p.m. ish, we'll be coming back with some puzzles or whatever. If Magnus plays tomorrow freestyle chess, fish around them, I'm happily live covering that thing. And yeah, you guys follow me TikTok and subscribe to my YouTubes. That'll be just great. Thanks very much again. Thank Jonathan, thank you, Hugo, and rest of the guys. Stefan, Smash Gaming, who did I miss? Itachi, and many other folks that came and went away. See you tomorrow, guys. Be good and be